Hey, what's up, guys? Um, Today, as I've stated a couple times in the last couple videos, we are going to be playing for some achievements. Audio's working. That's good to know. Um, yeah. So, without further ado, let's queue up our first game. We're actually not starting with this. We're starting with Protoss Priest. And the achievement we are going for, we're going to go take a screenshot of it right now so this way people know what we are working towards. We're actually going to take pictures of both of them right away. It's in gameplay. We're going to be going for this one, so where's my snipping tool? Snip, snip, snip. Control S. What is this one called? I'm a weirdo. As well as the achievements for Priest called -400 slash -400. -400 slash -400. Oh, is it the slash? Yes. Alright. We're gonna take the -400, -400. Okay, we're gonna make it visible. Alright. So, oh, I forgot to open my beverage. My bev. Real quick, I'm gonna open that up. I'm gonna finish what I was talking. Alright. Ooh, this is interesting. It's a beer from the place I work, so I will not be giving out its name.
Infinity waits for no one.
Let me sing you a song. I feel like that should look pretty good. I'm not exactly sure how this looks. Let's keep this whole hand actually. I feel like this is slightly better. Yeah, that should be fine. Alright. Warrior is a good sign. Kind of. We know he's playing for Velen. Almost every single warrior you play against nowadays is a Velen pile. We can technically beat Velen, and one of the advantage of it potentially being a Velen, we do want to draw both motherships. Drawing this is really bad. At least it draws us one mothership. But we want to draw both motherships because he does have Ham in his deck, and we want to avoid losing one to Ham because that's not really ideal. So we'll take the mothership here, and we'll copy this. Should be fine. The win rate with this deck is not exactly great, but it is something. Sorry, I need to put my hair up. I also need to brush my hair because I need to wash my hair actually, but was a little too lazy to do that today, I won't lie. Okay, so that's both motherships. It's good for us. It does mean if he rats me, I have one of them in the Deadpool really, really early on, which is pretty nice. Okay, I figured that was coming sooner or later. We only have one more hallucination, right, as our last Protoss card in our deck. I believe that's all we have left. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do this. Do this, this. So 9, when these all die, if these all die this turn, we're at 6 for the mothership, so you can actually play a mothership. Oh, beautiful. Okay, sorry, again, tying up me hair. Okay, let's slam this here. That's one. So we've played 3 out of 8, right? This is the third one out of the 8. There's both Templars, the other 2 big ones, and this one. I think that's it. Is there only one mage one? I guess there's only one mage one. One mage main reps. There's 3 priests. Well, there's 3 with this. There's the 2 Templars. 5, 6, 7, 8. The big one with mage. Well, that's almost all of them. Should have played this. Oops. Yeah, playing this was so much better here. Okay, so now we have 4 played. We have 2 more in hand. So we need this to give us all of the Templar minions. It has 2 triggers, right, to give us the Templar minions, and if it does, we win the game, potentially. If he goes up to 20, we're not in a great position. Yeah, that's 8. That's probably Bran, if I had to guess. Let's do this. Alright, alright, alright. We do this next turn. And we just hope that the battle cry is both Templar minions, right? Oh, he actually had it. Alright. This matchup is still winnable. Although a little harder than ideal. Exactly what we want. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, so yeah, now it's just the 2 Templars. I want to keep this in my hand for as long as possible. Right now he's giving me 4 things, and there's like 2 cards I don't want to lose. Don't want to lose Embalming. Don't want to lose... Still no Templar. Templars? Are you serious? Sure, I guess let's just do this. I didn't realize that's how that worked, I'll be honest. We also hit so many of these, which really sucks. Alright. This is, weirdly enough, I feel like this is potentially how we win this. Is we just hopefully go face with all these all the time. Right? The longer we just go face with them, the better it is for us. That's fine. Hey, I'm glad you enjoy the content. There's Reno out of the way. Both Templars? It's 1 Templar. Sure. I lose one summon, but I want to make sure I have enough spots in my hand for this. We're one Templar away from hitting it. We're one Templar. Come on. Give me the Templar that deals damage. I don't ask for much. Alright, Templar that deals damage. Let's go. Yes, we got it. Okay. Okay, we got it. He's dead. He got. He got. Let's go. Oh my god. Sometimes you need to banish some kids. Make them think their Velen is all and mighty. In reality, you're just about to Templar their ass and win the fucking game. We got there. Let's go. Well, one game, one achievement. Let's go. Easy game. Easy game. I planned for it, kind of. Didn't expect to hit that on the first game. Will not lie. That's one more in the books. Now we're doing this one. Oh fuck! I actually hold up. Let's collect it. Woo! I should have gotten this one. I'll be honest. We're level 200 too. Save as I'm a weirdo. Save yes. It's a little bit smaller. All right. This is another one where potentially we can get it all in one game. It doesn't look that hard. Right? Theoretically, for like 4 mana, you can get 8 of them done, right? In one turn for 4 mana. The harder thing is to be drawing them all. Against the mage, this actually feels a little bit more realistic than against other classes. And in case we do hit another warrior, that warrior deck has actually been kind of growing a little bit in popularity, which I'm glad for. I think it's a pretty cool deck. I really like warrior. The fact that they gain rush with this is like super fucking good. I wish it was charge, but we can't have Zergs actually being good. I should have used it. Fuck. So we have both of these already. We won't be able to get 18 in one turn. I don't think that's very realistic. If I had, say, 7 dudes on the, or 8 dudes on the board, I trade some in. I need a lot still to get there. Alright. This is like the single minion that's going to help the most with achieving it. Right? I've also never really played with this card. It's, to be fair, it's the first time I'm playing Zerg Demon Hunter, which is why the quest is still at 0. Because, like, right, if this hits Zerglings, and we have, like, 5 Zerglings... No, wait, 6, that's 12. For 6 mana. So we would need 6 dudes on the board. Just possible, just not very likely. Lurker is really strong here. Sure. Snipe it. Beautiful. We can do this next turn. We have 3, 4, 6. 6 on turn 1 is pretty good. This also might be a little bit hard for him to kill, which is pretty nice. It sucks that this can't hit Brood Queen. Alright. Whatever he hit, hopefully it's not deal 3, because then he gets to snipe this. Which is not ideal for me. Let me see how far I can get in my first attempt. Right? I won't even deny it. My hand is not ideal for it, so maybe I want to wait another turn. But I like the idea of just trying to go for it as fast as possible. Partially because I already have the lurker on the battlefield. That's fine. That's fine. This or this, sorry. Let's draw some cards. Yeah. Alright. So we have 4 done. We have another 1, 2, 3, 4 in hand. So that's the first part of it done, right? It's 8 is the first part. Okay. What other achievements should we go for? Because I think the next achievement after this one, I guess it's the new druid one. I have no idea what the new druid one is. Oh, the new druid one is attack with those 4 ones. This is pretty good. Oh. Missed 1 damage. How many did I attack with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He hasn't played enough minions for me to be able to trigger it more, which is kind of obnoxious. Alright. So we could at least guarantee complete the first part of that quest. Sadly not the second part, because it's over now, but if it's 9, then we did 12 not that well prepared. Okay, that's not great. An interesting draw. He gets the full heal here, which kind of sucks, but it should be fine, I believe. Fuck, man, it's so hot in my room right now. So I want to take off my hoodie, but then I'm gonna be fucking freezing. Do I have one of my zip-ups? Almost all my hoodies are overheads, and I have like 2 zip-ups. So one that I got is a merch from a company at one point. Not through YouTube, through the job I work. Anything besides this basically has been really good for me. We take. Fuck, that card was not bad. Okay, I'm taking off my hoodie. If I get too cold, I'm gonna bitch about it. I might be live again tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be live potentially a little bit earlier. Might stream some Battlegrounds if I want to jam a couple games with my brother and then switch over to, again, achievement hunting. Partially because one of the achievements I'm currently going for is just one that takes forever to realistically do. I should have attacked first. I'm gonna get punished here, aren't I? Oh, it's not Flame Ward, it's Ice Block, that means. Um, but yeah, one that's an achievement I've been going for a while. And that it's gonna still take me probably a couple months to complete. I know that's not what you guys want to hear when I'm talking about, oh yeah, I want to complete everything. Um, but in reality, to complete the achievement I'm currently talking about, I need to play a whole bunch of cards to get them out of my hand. Let's do this. Oh, I want a hero power. Whoops. But yeah, in order to complete the achievement I am currently talking about, you have to get 1,000 wins in Battlegrounds. Where, yes, that is something I need to do. It's specifically in duos. That's not something that's easily done. It takes a lot to get that done, let's be honest. All the spells cost 1,000,000. 6, 8. Yeah. Okay, so we at least completed part of it. We played around the ice block. And we won the game. And I have a check mark on my screen. I guess I completed a quest. Or, yeah, a quest, not an achievement. Alright. Well, we didn't complete the second part. Only the first part. Ugh. Alright. I wish Skull cooldown was on the other side of my hand. I'm gonna like this. My hand is super late game focused, like that hand was. So it's Coin Brood on 2. Can I get Spawning Pool on 1? Spawning Pool is just such a good card. Oh my god, I hate this game. Ooh. It's a pretty good turn 1. It doesn't solve the problem that he has that on his board, but it's not dead, which is pretty big. And yeah. I'm gonna coin out my guy, force him to spend, I guess, no mana killing him, but it trades both of his minions into it. Next thing, this allows me to eat this, but I'm probably doing this. That or he ignores it. Of course he draws another one. Why wouldn't he draw another one? Fucketh me dead. Just dead, right? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Shut the fuck up. Like, actually, fuck you. You're playing the easiest deck to play in the game. I love hating on people. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I like talking shit. And in my opinion, a necessity if you like talking shit is being able to take someone talking shit. I also just realized. Okay, there we go. I didn't even have chat open on my other monitor, so I had no idea if people were talking or not. That just shows how not often I stream. Streaming is, again, I know I've been saying this a lot, but for kind of bullshit reasons, I feel like I've not been streaming that much recently, and I want to fix that. I know come the summer, my plan is to stream like minimum 5 days a week. Like basically, any days I'm not working, I want to be live. Unless I like have to be at work at like 9 o'clock in the morning, but even then, I want to try to be live as often as humanly possible. Just because, again, I miss streaming. Like, I know I've never been the most consistent or, is that in my hoodie pocket? I've never been the most consistent streamer. And I'm not about to lie and bullshit you guys. Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be super fucking consistent. No. I'm gonna try my best to be more consistent than I've currently been. But I also know it's like I don't even have a good excuse as to why I don't go live more often. Like I don't go live more often because there's some days where I just want to sit down in silence and drink a shitload. I won't lie. I've done that my fair share of times where it's like I wanted to stream, but I'm like, no, I'm gonna get fucking shit faced while doing fuck all, you know? This is the main reason it's probably one of the more main reasons I don't stream as often as I would like. Those are not great. This takes too much mana with this. Our achievements are going pretty good. This is game 4, and we've already completed 1. Also, it's kind of weird that you say good morning. I'm assuming you're somewhere in Europe-ish area, like that side of the world. Because for me right now, it's 12:30 at night. Yeah. Let's do this. What's this? You know what? We're just gonna go and clear his board and just hope that's good enough for now. We're gonna do that because we also have this next turn. So this could potentially let us cleave and, like, deal with a lot of his minions. I'm just worried because I'm really fucking low and it's turn 4, you know? I'm at 12 life. My deck has 0 life gain besides the... I guess this is life gain, right? It's life steal on one side.
Relax your mind.
This only has 2 health. This could only hit good things. Alright, Prage. Oh, we hit. Beautiful. Yeah, we're not even gonna get close to the 18 with this. Serbia, okay. Oh, I'm glad you like the videos. Okay, I feel like every person that makes content says this, but one of the, like, highlights of my day is whenever I get a comment or someone says, like, oh, I like your shit. I'm like, I'm doing something right. And I know that's, like, I feel like that's normal, and I feel like most people feel like that way, that when they make content, they want people to enjoy it, right? But it always makes me happy to see it. I really want to play this. Guess I can do this. This. I should have done the other way. Yeah. Should have done the other way in case I sniped that, and then this way this could have, or this could have attacked face. Alright. We still have this to give things rush, so this is 5 mana, 7/2 rush at the moment. I do ideally want to snipe something that is 1 health, so this way it lives. I didn't think this achievement would be this hard, but then I remember that you kind of have to hit, like, everything to make it work the way you want it to work. Probably play this as I get to eat that for free and I gain 5 health. Yeah, that's fine. Gaining 5 life here is not bad. Again, I kind of wanted to play this. If he had 3 minions on the board, I would have played this. But that's just because I want to be able to play this. I am a bigger person, yes. I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck. I'm a fat fuck. I drink a lot. I'm like 6'6'1" and fat. I also work in the kitchen, so kind of makes sense. Also, you don't have to apologize asking me anything. I feel like I'm as open a book as most people could realistically be. I don't hide anything about me. Does this cleave the way I want it to cleave, where it double hits him in the face? It does not. If it did double cleave him in the face, did I miss lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he was at 1. I could have put it to 1, which is not lethal, but I could very easily be dead. Mind Seer number 2, or Acupuncture, Mind Blast, or double Acupuncture, yeah. Ah, fuck, we did. Okay. I've also been wanting to do more face cam stuff. This is something I want to talk about. I want to do more face cam stuff. I have one issue with it, is my office gets really, really fucking hot. Because, one, I have a fridge in my office, which sets off a lot of heat, obviously. Uses a lot of energy, a lot of heat comes off. Same thing with my computer. And right now, there is currently 3 feet of snow in front of my window, so I can't quite crack open my window to let some, like, cooling air in. But once I can, I will... I think it depends the achievement. Like, this hand is looking really good for this achievement, I'll be honest. Like, I know I'm playing against Questlock, but this hand is looking really good, right? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I draw the other one, that's 6. That's 12 out of the 18, which was only attack with 6 other dudes across 3 turns, and they all have Rush. I'm from Canada, yeah. We just got hit with a snowstorm. So between Thursday and today, we got 3+ feet of snow. I think what I was told is like we're supposed to get 60 centimeters, 60+ centimeters, from Thursday to tomorrow. So yeah, I feel like if I'm not mistaken, Serbia has a shitload of snow too. So you should know exactly what I'm going through, having to go shovel the driveway fucking every hour because. To be fair, I'm lucky. My dad likes to shovel, so my dad has been shoveling, but tomorrow my dad's at work, which means I'm going to be shoveling. I hate shoveling. But, don't have class tomorrow. Our school closed down. Wait, Serbia doesn't have snow? Oh, wild. I thought it... I guess geography ain't my strong suit, I'll be honest. Geography and history, I am the worst person at those two classes that you will ever meet. Do I go? Yeah, we're going for something really fucking greedy here. Oh shit, it's rush, not charge. I don't believe he has the deal 4 damage spell. That spell's fake. I am 25. I'm an old fuck. I'm basically done. I should say that. I know that my viewer base is older than me according to YouTube stats. But it's it's actually something me and my dad joke about all the time. My nickname for my dad is Dinosaur. And it's I make jokes all the time, like, because I have a younger brother, and again, I play video games and card games, so a lot of the people I know are either much older than me, like in their 30s, or they're like, like 15, 16, 17, 18. Like when I go play Magic, legitimately half the room is between like 12 and 15, and the other half the room are like 25 plus. Yeah, I am not. I'm a young fuck. um Okay, honestly, one of the hardest parts about this achievement, I shouldn't have technically, I probably should not put that, is the fact that it gives plus attack, so it's hard to, like, gauge what you can actually get. When I'm at 2, 16 more. So 2, if I get attack with all these, that's 8 more, or 4 more. So that's 6, and then this could put me up to 10. I just ideally want this to hit face every single time. Fuck the minions, just go face. And, yeah. I think this is also one of those things where I kind of want Skull of Gul'dan to hit like 3 Zergs, so they just cause 0, so I can like cycle them faster. But this is fun. Oh, 1 second, I didn't blow my nose. All right. Um, Base. I hate this game. Sir, can't you tell I'm trying to go for the achievement? Can you please just let me attack with my dudes? This is 1 turn left, right? Yeah, that's it. I don't think I'm gonna get at this game or this. Right, because I attacked with 2, 3 more, so I'm at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I definitely won't get it now. Feels bad. Feels bad. Oh, man, that hero portrait looks so sick. I want it so bad. But it's so expensive. To be fair, okay, the Canadian dollars were shit, I'll be honest. It's like 66 cents or something like that USD. So the Canadian dollar is basically worthless. Let's, for all extensive purposes, are the Canadian dollar is worthless. I'm also done my beer and I'm sad. Cycle this. Six. I mean, if it's gonna die either way. You can't technically complete quests anymore, which is really good for me. Kerrigan is an insane draw. Kurtrus could be lethal. What else is really good here? Yeah, it's again, I think that one was $70 prior to taxes. So it would have cost me like $82 or something absurd. Woo! We beat Quest Warlock. Let's go. But it's such a sick looking portrait, man. I want it so bad, but I just can't justify that price tag. Again, not with the purchase that I want to make over the next 4 months. I cannot justify it. I'm looking at picking up a couple more magic cards that are like the cheapest one I currently know that is for sale is like 160, and I need 3 of them. It is a sick animation. Like I love that hero portrait. If it would be on sale for like 9 months, I would probably pick it up by the end of it. But like, yeah, as I said, like 3 magic cards at like $160 a piece. 2 magic cards at $1,600 a piece after taxes. And it's just like something like I just straight up cannot justify picking that up based off like the price tags of everything that I want to buy. And I'm looking at buying a car, so yeah. Cars, bro, cars where I live don't make any sense with how expensive they are. It's so annoying. I could buy like a Honda Civic from like 1999 for like 5 grand. Like what? What is this world, man? I also should have went to grab a beer. I need to buy a car. As much as I like taking the bus, I know that's like a weird thing, but I really like I enjoy it. Like I use my bus rides to take like naps and shit, right? Just I sleep very little at home, and when I do sleep at home, like to be fair, there I don't know what the length has to be considered a nap versus going to bed, or if it's like a timing thing. But like I'll typically sleep like 3 4 hours here, 2 hours there, an hour that here, like nothing like very consistent. Yeah, I wish I could buy it. My brother spent 9 G's on a car, and he had a whole bunch of issues with like the car and like the dealership he bought it from. Like the dealership like claimed they fixed the whole shit. They didn't actually fix it, and like he's currently like in talks with like lawyers and shit to get his shit resolved. Like it's fucked. And my other brother bought another car. I think he paid 12 for it, and it was great for like a month, and then after that it was like issue here, issue there. Like it's so hard to find a good quality car here that you're not gonna end up paying actually like basically brand new prices for. Ugh, this is not ideal. Although potentially we can actually hit against this guy. Yeah, I definitely don't sleep 8 hours a night. I think part of the reason I don't sleep 8 hours a night is because I perpetually have a shitload of caffeine in my system. Yeah, and I drink like 2 to 5 energy drinks a day. Like I went to work on Friday, and I had to like put it this way. For me, getting into work at noon is like early. Like that's how fucked my sleep schedule is. Um but yeah, so like I got into work, and I got into work drinking an energy drink, and okay, fuck me, I guess. Actually, that's kind of good because he's gonna buff them later on, so taking the damage now is not the end of the world. Um but yeah, like I think I had 4 energy drinks that day. Like I just straight up drank 4 monsters. I brought in 3, and I had one that left in the fridge from the day before. Oh, sorry, not the day before, but like a little bit earlier in the week. And yeah, I just slammed all of them like all in one day. Fuck, came in drinking one, then 3 more throughout my shift. One throughout lunch service, one while doing prep, one throughout dinner service. I need this thing dead. Can't easily do that. Yeah, let's just do this. Then should I hit... Like, I could have done that with this, I guess. Hit some really bad... I should have played this. More Zergs. I should have played this, and cleave this thing. Would have been good. Would have been significantly better, actually. That's so bad for me. I was hoping to get multiple hits off with those, but now I know I won't get multiple hits off throughout those. So we're at 2. Yeah, I mean... I know that's the answer. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm very, very well aware that the answer is just don't drink as many energy drinks, but I am one of those people that really, really enjoy the taste of energy drinks. So, I drink them mostly for the taste, less for the caffeine effects. Yeah. Again, I should be more careful, but also... Fuck it. Live life, man. Are you serious? Oh, that's not, yeah. I should probably be a little bit more careful, but live life. Exactly, YOLO. That's how I live my life, man. Just perpetually YOLO it. I should have went face first. I missed. Oh, I didn't miss actually any damage. Hitting this card is actually one of the main ones that like makes this quest a little bit easier than I would have thought to complete. But this card is just so much mana, man. If this card was 3 mana and it was a 4/2, I think it would be substantially easier to complete this quest. But just like having these 4 drops that are just hard to play is rough. Okay. I think deals 2 to my board, right? Without spell damage. Oh, it's only 1. Still sadly lose both of my dudes, but what can you do? 1, 2. Clear. Base. Actually, that's probably better, huh? Got there. Again, we're not completing the achievement, but we got to the winning thing. Alright, I had to go. I want to go grab myself another brewski, you know what I'm saying? Uh, yeah, so I've always been like someone to 100% games. Like it's how I have the most fun playing games, right? And honestly, like ever since I started focusing a little bit more on completing achievements, like whenever I look at them, like, all right, I want to play a deck. I don't always do it because I also like to just sometimes play decks that might not have that many achievements attached to it. But whenever I sit down and I like actually think about it, I love completing achievements. You get a little dopamine rush every single time you do it, and man, it's worth it. I really I want to keep this here. Fuck it, we're doing this YOLO. If we're playing it's an aggro or combo deck, we might be fucked, but hey, that's a problem for future me. But I will acknowledge there are some achievements that I think without looking up, I don't want to say they're impossible, but they are near impossible to complete. I don't want to say that like it's a bad thing, but okay, I shouldn't say they're near impossible to complete, but there's that one achievement that's like solve the uh Atarax Valley or however the fuck you pronounce it. It's mystery. I think that's what it is. And it's like you need to play certain minions in a certain order in a game of Hearthstone in order to get a special voice line which completes the achievement. And like the way you're supposed to figure it out is like, oh, if you go read the description of every card in the set, some of them like reference each other, and then you could complete it that way. In my brain, that reads as yeah, like it's there's a couple achievements that are just not very. I need to play this here just so I can deal with the board with this thing. That are just not very descriptive, and again, it comes down to it is what it is, but it could be really fucking rough. Um, and yeah, so some achievements I'm gonna like do it on stream, and I'll be like, look, I have notes, and this is what you have to do. There's a couple of them where it's just like we could go look at some of them after. I'm not sure about all of them, but some of them are like just super. Some of them just straight up don't even fucking tell you what you need to do, and it's those piss me off. It's like, okay, if I want to complete these achievements, at least tell me what I need to do. And same here. I'm I can solve mysteries in games like those. I just don't have nearly as much fun doing that as I would doing it like, oh, you're talking to someone that's has a typo in every other sentence he writes. Don't no stress. I think we've lost this game. We're super far behind, but I guess Skull of Gul'dan can potentially help us come back. We're very low, but a mixture of Skull plus that's fine. Skull into the nuts. Thoughts? Skull into the nuts. No. No. When I said the nuts, I didn't mean the complete fucking opposite. At least this is like decent-ish, but it's still not great.
The pirate's life is not for me.
Oh, it doesn't matter, I'm dead. Oh, it's been a while since I've seen Pirate Rogue. Like, actually super rough. Or super rare deck. Honestly, this deck has also been performing better than I thought it would have. Um, I didn't even know they're updating the core set, I'll be honest, so... Um, is it in the client? Because if it's in the client, I will... I know, I saw this. It's a trailer, I'm not gonna watch that now. Um... New dinosaur card? Thoughts? Uh, so new core set cards and updates. I see Curator, the Ninja Murloc, in this thing. Pretty interesting. Um,
It is always darkest just before the dawn.
Leave me alone.
sorry, I was, I'm reading this update thing. Hardmull. So we're currently in patch 3.2, right? If I'm not mistaken, we're currently in patch 3.2. Yeah, I saw that there's a whole bunch of text things. Okay. The 3 new cards I saw here. So the 3 new cards, I'm assuming they're these, because I've never seen them. You gain twice as many corpses as normal battle card. Draw a card that spends corpses. That card is sick. I think this card is really, really cool. Get friendly, undead, poisonous. Nah. Add 2 random mage rolls to your hand. More random mage generation is less of a problem now, at least for wild, due to the quests not being as good, right? That's good. But for me, okay. For me, the core cards don't really make that big of a difference unless they're adding new things, so that's just more cards I have to collect. But as I just hope that the core cards are, again, it sounds weird, but I kind of want all the legendaries to be the core cards. And most of the epics. Just this way all the playable cards are there. And people that don't necessarily have all the cards have access to. I should have done that. Ugh. Yeah, that once per game effect killed the card. To be fair, there's a couple other cards I think that should potentially be once per game. There's certain cards I just straight up don't think should have ever been printed. Cough cough Bob, cough cough. I hate Bob so much. This is a dead card. My hand is so fucking bad. Ah! Oh, I think Guff is fine. The main card I would say that should be once per game that is currently not. Again, besides Bob. Is there even other really powerful spells that people play multiples of? I mean, I guess there's the Libram thing. I think the Libram card has other issues it needs to work through. Before it becomes too problematic. I think, okay, instead of making cards once per game, I think there's certain cards that need to have their mana cost adjusted because they are way too aggressively either statted or their cost is way too aggressive for the power level of a card. What do I mean by that? As weird as it might sound, your cards like a Void Touched Apprentice there. That card is so pushed. Right? Don't get me wrong, right? Void Touched cards that say no, I think the Libram cards, I think the solution is honestly Libram, was it Libram of Justice? No. Whatever the 4-drop Libram +3/+3, get it back at the end of turn, should just go up to 5 mana. The amount of times you'll play a game where you'll hit it so that card is, I don't want to say playable, but this is the wrong, I thought this was the other card. Fuck, I'm dead. I got punished. But like the amount of times where you actually hit 5 discount is significantly lower than you would think. Again, I have probably like 50, 60 games plus. Am I dead? I might just be dead next turn. It is what it is. But yeah, I think that is one of the fixes that I would do if I was them. There's that. There's that, and I would raise the cost of the weapon, or the durability of the weapon to 3. I'd make it a 2-3, or back to being a 2-3. I said this when I initially tried it, because that weapon was buffed, right, from a 2-3 to a 3-2. That the single biggest buff the deck could get is lowering that to 2 toughness. Just because you play it, you discount it, you attack with it again on your next turn, you discount it again. You play another weapon, you are at 3 discounts, and you could even shortcut it by going play, attack, attack. You're at your 4 discount. This way you'd still need to hit the Libram minion, the librarian, whatever the fuck her name is, to hit the 5. And I think at 5, the deck becomes much less of a problem, so you just hit it much less consistently. There's a couple other cards I would fix there. This is the card I thought that was. Yeah. Let's just try and kill that thing. Kill it? I hate this game. There's just straight up too much discounting in that deck. Again, all your best decks in the game, and all your best decks that will ever be in this game, are all your decks that cheat mana. There's no better way for me to phrase it besides that. Cheating mana, turns out, is really fucking strong. Who would have thought mana discounting in a game where you're set at hitting a certain amount of mana is really good. Do you have something with 3 attack in hand and just blow up the entire board? That's really bad for me. Exactly, like rogue, druids, even paladin now, priest to a certain extent. All your best cards are always your discounted cards and shit like that. So, it is so bad. Discover death on my cost list. Reduce the cost of all minions in your hand by 2. This isn't gonna work how I want it to work. Is the issue? It's the other one. Let's do this. Let's play this. I was really hoping to hit the other thing here. I burnt Kerrigan. That was the. I hate my life. Oh no, I am Kerrigan. Never mind. Oh, I'm playing against Uther. Oh, okay, well, fuck me. I guess I'm never actually getting what I want, but I guess these can swap into the guys that can snipe things out of my opponent's hand. That'd be pretty nice. They did not. There's no way I win this game. Sure, let's do this. This way this is discounted. That's fine, I guess. I have to do this. We get something we can. Never mind. We don't get something we can play. All right. I think I don't get it this game, but I'm getting. I can feel the fact that I'm getting there. Am I just dead? Just kill me. Just play. You have both of them in your hand. I know it for a fact. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fuck you. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'm just gonna run to the washroom real quick, and then we're gonna continue queuing up games. Alright, guys? Yeah, I will see y'all in a quick moment. Alright, we back. Ugh, fuck, I'm tired. Ugh. Honestly, one of the best parts about playing Demon Hunter is I get closer to leveling the class up. And honestly, it's something that I didn't realize how long it took to level a class up to 60. To be fair, I haven't played much Demon Hunter. I think I have like less than 300 games total in the class. But it's one of those things that because of how long I had all the other classes max level, so I used to play this game a lot. Like when I say a lot, like it's crazy. Highest rank I've ever been is 70 something, 78, something like that. To be fair, there's like a caveat. That was like day 2 of the expansion, and I did a rush to legend playing Shadowlock Shaman. Back when Big Shaman, Shadowlock Shaman, and Aggro Rogue, Pirate Rogue were like the best decks in the meta. And I think I ended that season like 400. So that is the highest I've ever been. And there playing high elo is the most toxic thing because you know exactly what you're hitting. You're not going to hit people playing fun decks. You're not going to hit people playing interesting piles. You're playing against the same, say, 100 cards across 4 different decks, and you know exactly what you're playing into. And it's just not fun. Like, it takes a lot for me to just say, oh, this shit's not fun, not fun. But that shit's just not fun, not fun. And it's something I don't want to do. I'm perfectly content playing, you know, 12, 15, 16, 2000 Legend. As long as I'm having fun and I'm getting to play random decks and hit other people playing cool, interesting piles, that's all I care about. Uh, do this. He's probably gonna do poke hero power. That's my guess. It is a mage. Fuck, my room is so dusty. I need to fucking clean the shit. I think. Okay. Playing at any rank is fine. Because at every rank you get a different play style, right? You play against people playing different things. And that's the most interesting part, right? Exactly, right? So like if you don't like I feel like half the reason I push to high ranks, and again, this is gonna sound super fucked and super like, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, but it is exactly how I feel. Half the reason I do it is because I make content, right? I wouldn't I don't okay, I don't want to say I don't try typically in my videos, but if you see me playing a deck like when I did a couple days back playing like Mechathune Rogue, I'm clearly not trying to win, right? I'm clearly just there because it's like someone sent me a really cool, innovative list that I've never seen before. And I want to see if I can actually get it like to work once, right? Ideally, yes, I should be playing that at a lower rank. Don't get me wrong. But it's also fun to see if I can catch one or two people off guard at high ranks by playing these clearly fucking wild, mental, fucking weird ass combos. I won't deny it. Also, this is a game I'll probably never be able to complete the quest just because he doesn't have enough minions. So that sucks. That objection? There's a link to text for objection. Check with this. I know I waste the rush, but I'm holding the rush right here, and that's all I really care about. Next turn I go Brood. Again, I just want to have fun while playing the game, so I'll play whatever deck makes me have fun. And honestly, this deck has been pretty fun so far. Obviously matchups like this fucking suck and they're miserable to play, but what can you do? It is what it is. I want to play you. I don't care about drawing a card off of you. Play you. Back with you, I guess. It's a Beams, that's fine. Let's do this. Land a little bit more mana. I would have loved to play that there. If I didn't waste the consume this thing, I could have played this. I would have burnt a card, but that's fine. Another Frost Nova. This is toxic. Okay, so he has another Frost Nova on top of that in hand. He has 2 more Frost Novas in hand. All I want to do is complete my quest, man. Like, weirdly enough, I think the easiest way to complete this quest would be to hit a warrior and have him be playing Velen combo and then let him resolve the Velen combo and then just try to complete it all in one turn with a mixture of Zerglings and other Zergs I can summon. Is like the only way I can conceivably do this without throwing like 30 games in order to try and hit shit properly, you know? Again, it sucks that minion's fucking 4 mana. What can you do? Than I've ever known. The ticket to heaven. Yeah, like there's like so many like I basically have to hit an off meta deck, which at my rank is gonna be a little bit harder to do. When I hit D5, it will be a little bit easier to do. Not to say it's gonna be easy, but it's gonna be slightly easier to do. Or I'm gonna have to get really fucking lucky. It's one or the other. Like, man, imagine if you had a full board of minions and I could just, like, play these. Right, that's 10 right there in my hand. I should have attacked. Fuck, I missed damage. Oops. I've actually missed a fair amount of damage. Yeah, I missed a fair amount of damage. Missed like 8 damage. Not good. Not good. But yeah, the easiest way to get it would be Velen, and I'm just holding 9 copies of this card, right? That would by far be the easiest, but the odds of that happening are astronomically slow. Or not slow, low, but I could dream. He's not playing Reno, which is pretty interesting. What's the name of?
If power is what you seek, knowledge is what I provide.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you managed to do that math that fast, but impressive. Uh, to you into you. Oh, it's painful, but I was really hoping to pull like Magister. So if you, my mind is always racing. I might, okay, for someone that's studying to become an engineer, my math is awful. Okay, first of all, I hate doing math. That explains, oh.
I cannot believe what I'm seeing. I dare you.
Nah. We got, this is the second time I beat a mage with Ashen Elemental. What a unit, fuck. What a fucking unit. Oh, I love it. I love it. I'm hoping realistically by the end of accomplishing every achievement that's based on a class basis, I'll be max level with every single class and I just have to grind wins. And then I can just play whatever the best deck of that class is. But also at the same time, like, the longest achievements I think it will take you, if you use, like, obviously, there are some people that have completed most of the achievements. Your longest achievements are going to be your mercenaries achievements because of how long it actually takes to do playthroughs of mercenaries. Trust me, I've tried it and I've played a lot of mercenaries. I have every single merc max level. I have all those achievements. It took me 3+ months off and on playing it. No, it was close to like 6 months of off and on playing it. So your mercenaries are gonna take you forever. Spicy pretzel mustard and spicy funnel cakes is another one that's gonna take you forever, which are win a game of battlegrounds without ever losing or tying a game. So you have to win every single fight. I was lucky I got both of those in the same game. Because if you do it in duos, right, which is the funnel cakes one. Or yeah, the funnel cake one is the duos one. If you do it in duos and you get it in duos, you get both of the achievements at the same time. That's how I got both of mine. It was actually super fucked and I feel like kind of bad about it, but at the same time that achievement is ridiculously hard to get. Me and my brother, we were just playing, like, my brother comes over on Mondays, and we were playing some games together, and we had a game where two people, like, two of the parties just insta-DC'd. So we're only us versus another team. And the other team was playing for super late game comps, and me and my brother both took very, very early game heroes. I think I was Akazam Zarak, and he was a Nixia. And he just went full tempo, and I went full tempo, right? Like, we stayed on 1 to make sure we won, and we stayed on 2 to make sure we won. and they were like aggressively leveling. Yeah, I mean, again, it's something that I want to do, and when I want to do something, I put my mind to it. But yeah, so we just ended up tempoing them out. They both had very low armor, so we ended up beating them by like 9 gold turn, where they both leveled to 4, and we just beat them, and we got both the achievements together in that game. Where, again, it felt kind of scammy because of how it all went down. But like, that's another one that's really, really rough. Besides that, it's 12 perfect wins with each class in arena. That one is also ridiculously hard. That's 12 straight wins in arena. So you need to learn the whole ass arena meta and be able to win with it. Those ones are also really, really rough. The duels ones, I don't even think you can get anymore, so I'm hoping they remove them. I will should have never be able to get 100% because they removed classic and they removed duels, and there's achievements attached to both of them. Besides that, it's like 1,000 wins with each class, right? You have to get the 1,000 wins portrait with each class. Again, ridiculously hard. I don't blame anybody for... Like, I have a feeling most people I know, if I told them that that's a criteria in order to get it, they would tell me, fuck that shit, I'm never doing. Which I 1,000% get. Again, it's not easy, but if you really want to put in the time, like, it's insane. And there's a couple other ones that are like hard, but like there's a lot of ways to cheat. I don't like using the word cheat here, but there's a lot of ways to scam your way to it. One of the ways you can scam your way to it is... He just made my spells cost more. He's a fucking cunt. Am I dead if I silence this? 1, 2, 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17. Well, I'm probably dead, but who knows. Right now I have C17 damage. Oh, that's good enough. But yeah, there's a lot of achievements in this game that are ridiculously hard to get. And hey, if you want to go for them all, I give you props for it. If you've completed them all, I give you props for it as well. But also you have to hit Legend and Twist, Standard, and Wild. Is another thing. So you need to learn those 3 metas. Wall Twist is the game scene that I feel like it's there for like 2 weeks. Every 3 months. That's another criteria for one of the achievements. And yeah, it's a fun challenge, but it's probably the longest 100% that I will ever go. Again, I've been playing the game since beta, and I'm not even at 100% completion, right? So that's 10 years. Even Cookie Clicker, for those who know anything about the 100% of that game, doesn't take that long. I think Cookie Clicker is 3 years if you play every day. And requires like 20 clicks per second. Like your APM has to be insanely high. Yeah, it's the 100% in Hearthstone is I should have pointed that out. The 100% in Hearthstone is one of the longest 100%s I've ever seen. And I've looked up a lot of 100. Ooh, if he's a Velen deck, we could potentially get at this game. I fucked myself over by not playing this last turn. I would have gotten 2 triggers of it. Punished. Oh, actually, super punished. He hero powers here and kills it. But yeah, there's a lot that you have to do. And again, it's something that, if I'm being honest, it's gonna probably take me another 3-4 years to even get close to completing. You also have to have every single card in the game. Like, that's not Oh, that would be cool to have. No, if you want to 100% Hearthstone, you need to have every single card in the game. It's a criteria. So you either open up your wallet and you give Blizzard every single dime you make in your life, or it takes you years to do. Again, playing since beta, and I've spent money, and I'm not even close. Well, not even close. I'm like 11% of the collection away. Well, it's just 11% actually of achievements. I'm pretty sure I'm close to like me 2 million dust away, and I'm sitting on 17k dust. Yeah. Oh my god, I have hiccups right now. They're fucking killing me. Oh, these hiccups are fucking killing me. Um, but yeah, no, there's a lot to do in this game. And that's one of the things I love about it, is that there's a lot of things to do and there's a lot of different ways to approach it. It's yeah, I don't know. I don't know if again, I know a lot about 100%ing a lot of different games because I feel like some people will like understand what I'm talking about when I like watching people 100% games. It's one of the things I do really enjoy watching on YouTube. And I was watching a guy 100%. Hiccups for me, hiccups for me. The only way I can like fix them is by just trying to block the fact that I have them out of my head, and acknowledging that helps for me. But yeah, um, the game. What I was gonna say Inception, but I don't think that's what it's called. So the game is Inscription. For those who know anything about the 100% of that game, it's a very, very interesting game to 100%. He hit the combo weight. He's 11 cards deep. He hit both Serenite and Velen and Aslor and ETC. Fuck me dead. And then he RNG'd Alex Straza. He's good at the game, man. Um, but yeah, if you know anything about the Inscription 100%, I would highly recommend Shani Dew's video on it. It's a very, very good cover of that game. It is long, it's almost 2 hours long. But it's really, really interesting. Also, I love that guy's channel. Shout out to him. And he's much, much, much larger than I am, but I like giving shoutouts where shoutouts are due, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just if he was slightly slower, I had a chance, but I also never hit the spell right. Feels bad. Yeah, that game looks sick. I want to play through it, but I do know what happens in the game, so I feel like that kind of removes part of it. Um, but yeah, it looks like a super cool game to 100%. And to be fair, he has so much more patience than I have. I've played a couple levels of Celeste because Celeste is a game I've wanted to play, and I traveled an hour and a half away from my house to pick up a physical copy of Celeste. Actually, I want to know how much Switch game prices. Price charting? Yeah, that's gone up. Is there a way I could search? Uh, search Celeste. I know, again. Last I remember hearing, Celeste was worth a pretty penny complete in box. I should probably play the game, huh? Should potentially clean this out just to have, that's worth that much? Wow. Ugh, why does this keep on going on? Um, for those who are wondering, okay, I'll just show it. This is, where is it? This is one of my single favorite games of all time. For those who know anything about it, this is the collector's edition of one of my favorite games of all time, and I want this so fucking badly. But looking at it here, this is 240 bucks new. Oops. 200 bones for that. I believe. Celeste Digital, I know, is really cheap. I guess it's... I don't... Does this have any limited run games? Hello? Are you not Control F on this page? Okay, it's $220 sealed. Apparently, it's more expensive complete in box, but it's not a cheap game. Yeah, let's just draw with this. It's not a cheap game, but yeah, it's actually Fire Emblem Three Houses is the game I want to bring to the channel, really, really fucking badly, but in my opinion, it would not be a fun game to watch. Just because like half the game is spent like roaming the school's grounds and just talking to people, right? It's very little gameplay that, and it's a turn-based RPG, right? Which is definitely not for everyone. But if you want to play a really, really good story game, highly recommend Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's so... And there's very few games that I would like give like the title of like one of my favorite games of all time, but it's in like my top. It's in my top 3 of all time. My favorite game of all time, and I don't think that will ever change, is Super Mario 64. Oh yeah, no, I just want the collector's editions. I want to put on a shelf right next to my Fire Emblem Engage box. Like, I just the only reason I want it. I don't want it because I want to open it and play it. I want it because I have the game, right? I want just that box. So I'd probably end up buying an open one, which I think it said it was like 180 or something like that. But I do want to have... I like collecting collector's edition games. Like, I have Bayo 3 up there, I have Engage over there, I have NES All-Stars over there, I have Breath of the Wild somewhere in my room. I believe Breath of the Wild is right there. One day I'll do a tour of my video game collection. I'll sort everything and make everything look better. But yeah, like there's a whole bunch of games that I do really, really like. I want to buy the collector's editions of. Like, I want to buy the 20th anniversary of Fire Emblem, but that's another one that's hundreds of dollars if you want to find it sealed, because they made like 2,500 copies of the game, and that's it. Like, right? One of those things that I will probably eventually own, but it will just hurt me to spend that much money on it, if that makes sense. Alright, we have to do this. Just cleave there. Give us an extra turn. Let's see how this goes. But yeah, again, I think maybe we'll do when we can. Okay, because I have been wanting to play more games on the channel. I know most people are here just for Hearthstone, but I have been wanting to just try and expand the type of games I play. Because I've never intended on my channel to solely be one type of game or another. The reason it's been that for at least the last little bit is a couple reasons. But mostly, if I'm being honest, first of all, setting up shit to record other games, pain in the ass. Required buying a whole bunch of expensive hardware, and it is what it is, and I don't mind spending the money on hardware. Again, I have my capture card now, I have everything. It's also just, it feels weird, right? Because the people that watch are used to one type of game, and all of a sudden I'm switching to a completely different style of game, right? It's not like I'm swapping from, you know, Mario to Crash, right? Or from, you know, pick another game series, but like two games in the same style of gameplay. I'm hopping from turn-based card game to an action game, right? Like it's wild how different those two game types are. How many turns do I have left on this? Oh, this is the last one, so I don't get it here. Fuck. This achievement feels harder than all the other ones put together so far that I've done from this expansion. Fuck, man, I broke the seal too early. I have to go take a piss again. Feels bad. But yeah, I'm hoping.
The culprit was
Like, if,
not tidy.
you're right. Well, maybe I get more views, but I've also never, like, the last thing that comes to my mind when I'm making videos is, oh, is this gonna get a lot of views? I don't care about that number. I make content because it's what I enjoy doing, right? I know there are some people that will try to maximize that shit, but is this achievement only for Demon Hunter? Yes. Yes, it is. Because this card is a Demon Hunter exclusive card. Let's take that out with this, I guess. It sucks because I lose out on triggers, but what can you do? I thought I missed one of those, which would have been bad. Yes, there are a couple achievements that are dedicated to each class. I believe in the mini set, all of them are dedicated to your special card that is reserved for your class. So, like, the priest one is you have to get things with Mothership. The hunter one was Hydralisk, which shoots things and you have to kill a certain amount of things with it. There's a couple other ones that are similar to that, like, style of effect. Yeah. So there's a lot of them that are class dependent. This is a good card here. Let's do this. Killed all of his guys. Okay. We could do this to lower the cost of everything in our hand, which would be pretty nice. Only issue is I don't think that these price decrease stay between transformation, which is rough. That's really good for him. Yeah, at least it wasn't forged. That's good. Do I draw it here? Ooh, I actually did draw the tumor. Probably I hit like a really bad things. I'm gonna do this here. summon dudes. Poke there, poke there. See if he can kill me. If he can't, I'm in a pretty good spot. But I'm gonna run him to the washroom while he plays his turn. I will be back. I also grabbed myself another beer. Alright. He silenced my guy, so I can't discount my hand. It doesn't matter, I hit 2 awful minions. Fucketh me dead. Okay. Yeah, she has a silence. I am not a weirdo enough in order to complete this achievement. Do this. Please? Beautiful. Oh, I had it dead there. Okay, well, I forgot that that thing had 4 health. 1 second, I need to blow my nose.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
What the fuck? He RNG'd? He actually RNG'd a Shadower. They really hit garbage. That's 5. Why did I get my guy back? That's 1,000% the death rattle of that card, isn't it? I'm mad. I have lost this game, by the way. There's no coming back. He has Reno in hand, right?
That is enough.
Feels bad. Feels bad. We're getting closer. I can feel like we're getting closer, but we're still pretty far. It's also not like we're playing the best deck in the game, right? Actually, I wanted to talk about that deck. I mentioned that a couple videos back, where I wanted to talk about the deck he's playing. Because the deck he's playing, as much as I love it, I feel like Raza Priest. Okay, hot take. Raza Priest, Hostage Mage are not nearly as good as they were 2 months ago. Not to say they're bad, but the decks feel like shit. I've been wanting to play Raza Priest on the channel because I wanted to talk about this, and I thought I was gonna do it this stream. until I realize a couple things. Until I realized there was no achievements that I was missing associated with that deck. Is one of them.
I see you've brought game.
Because honestly, the most amusing streams I've been doing as of late have been just trying to go for achievements. They add like an extra layer to the stream, and I think they're really fun to do. So wanting to play Raza Priest just sadly doesn't come up. Unless I want to make like a really shit Raza Priest list where I'm playing garbage cards, right? Which I don't think is gonna be fun for anybody to watch. But hey. This is like the only locations you want to activate default on one on the turn you play it. And then you want to hold it till later on, right? I don't think there's any other location that's like that in the entire game. Why? Okay. I'm about to fucking go full tinfoil hat mode right now. And I don't care how wild it makes me sound. Because it's gonna make me sound fucking insane, right? I am convinced that every single Hearthstone account has a luck stat associated to it. What do I mean by having a luck stat associated to it? When you first make your account, there's... Each account has just a default luck stat. And if you roll high on that, like say a 1 to 10, right? If you roll a 10, your odds of cracking legendaries are better. Your odds of having better RNG are higher. If you roll low, you have lower odds of opening a legendary versus... Fuck my opponent. So, why do I feel like this is the case? Again, tiny sample size. So, there's a reason I said tinfoil hat, right? It's a fucking full-on conspiracy theory. Me and one of my buddies, we started playing Hearthstone. Like, I started playing Hearthstone first. I swapped schools and I met this guy. He's like fucking my boy to the fucking day I die, I feel. One of my boys to the day I die. One of my friends might not like hearing that. There may or may not be in a little tiff, but... Yo, G, if you hear this, don't fucking come at me. And if you do, don't bring it up to my face or... Yeah. But yeah. We both bought 4 of the same bundles. And we both basically played the game a lot together. This was like when I was... This was... Before I started making content seriously, because at the time I'd make content like here and there, just like there's an old YouTube channel that I remember someone had brought up back when I had like 20 subscribers, if that. And we like did comparisons where we'd buy like bundles that would be in the shop and shit like that. And he would always open minimum 1 legendary higher than I would open. And when I say minimum, like, sometimes, like, it would be, like, a bundle of, like, 10 packs with whatever, you know, for, like, a discounted price. That's what I meant by a bundle. So I'd crack it open, and I'd open an epic in my things. He'd open, like, 2 legendaries and 3 epics. Like, huh, that's weird. The problem is this went on for, like, 2 years straight. Where, like, every single time, he would open more shit than I would. But also, when we would play games against each other, because we'd often play games, like, to test decks or whatever against each other, my knife jugglers would, like, he'd be at 1 health, and I would play, like, 6 minions, and it would somehow, like, shoot his board down from 6 health to 0. And I would have a full board of things, and he's able to play 1 minion, go knife juggler into that minion, and it would always hit me in the face. So, again, I have no proof that this is the case. I have no nothing, right? This is full me just being like, this game acts weird sometimes, and I try to ignore it, but I can't always ignore it. But it felt like the game was helping him in a certain regard. To be fair, nowadays he doesn't play the game anymore. But, and I have, again, no real proof. But you could, like, I feel like you could have always seen it in, like, big streamers, right? When you looked at certain streamers that no longer play the game. Yeah, exactly, RNG, but, like, RNG would always be favoring someone, if that makes sense. Again, this is full tinfoil hat, and I could be a psycho for thinking this, but I felt like there would be something wrong, and then you would look at streamers, right? When you look at Raynan, right, who is notorious for always having bad RNG when it comes to Hearthstone, he'd always get fucked by RNG. And then there was other streamers, such as Amaz. I know he quit the game now for his very, very good reasons, and I do not blame him for it. But he would always have really good RNG, right? And I was just like, huh. You know, it kind of feels as if there's a little weighted somewhere. And again, I doubt it's the case. But I know for a fact, like, at 95% of in my 99% in my head, I know I'm wrong. But it's always one of those things that I like to think about where it's just like, what if there was a secret RNG stat? Like a secret luck stat where if you high rolled and you started your account, like, you'd have better odds opening packs. And to be fair, the more I open packs, the more I realize, like, that is clearly just in my brain. But because if I've had really good pack openings where I'd crack, 20 packs, and I'd open like 4 legendaries at 20 packs. So I just smacked my ring against my desk. I am terribly sorry. So like I like again, I've cracked packs and I've had really good RNG, and therefore, like, in my head it's kind of like less of a thing, but I still like to think, like, sometimes when you have really, really bad RNG and it's very, very consistent, maybe on the back end of things. I'm also convinced, this is actually something I'm convinced, and I'm pretty sure, like, we've seen it time and time again, especially with how Blizzard handles people coming back to the game, or if you haven't played the game in a long time, especially at opening packs, you have better RNG. And I feel like that's something that everyone has kind of noticed at this point, where Blizzard has started giving out packs if you come back to Hearthstone. And my buddy came back and he was given like 20 packs for like being a returning player. And in those 20 packs, he opened like 9 legendaries. I have never seen that level of RNG in my life playing Hearthstone across several friends' accounts, across streamers, across a whole bunch of things. 9 legendaries and 20 packs is fucking wild. It's crazy. But he hit it, and I'm like, I have a feeling these packs are maybe weighed, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're into the collectible card game, you know exactly what I mean by it. These packs might be a little weighed, fuck. Exactly, right? But I feel like those packs are better RNG potential, right? And I've seen it twice now, and both of my friends that came back to the game after a year plus hiatus, they've both opened, like, I think one of them opened 8 legendaries, the other one opened 9, or it was like 7 and 9. I know my first friend that came back opened 9 because we were both freaking the fuck out. It was basically once every other pack he'd open a legendary. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He's like, hey man, it's pure luck. I'm like, I wish I had that RNG. Again, I doubt Blizzard will actually ever do something like that. It's a big doubt in my brain that they would. I should have attacked first. Yeah, I got punished. To the face. But yeah. again, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, and it's just like exactly. It's just I have a feeling I'm wrong, and I hope I am wrong. But it's also one of those things where it's always been in the back of my mind where if you're someone that consistently buys packs, your odds of opening something good are lower. Not out of hate, it's just that I feel like there's some amount of code that just says like, oh, he's a whale. He's gonna buy shit no matter what. Let's lower his odds so he buys a little bit more so he gets that little dopamine rush, right? And to be fair, I felt the same way when I would open magic packs, which is why I feel like I'm tripping and I'm completely wrong. Um, it's like again, I've opened magic packs and I felt like the more I would buy of a set, the less my odds of hitting were. Which at the same time, especially if you're going after things like the serialized cards in Magic, it's again, I know it's completely subconscious and I know I'm wrong, but it's one of those things that I like to keep in the back of my head, like maybe Blizzard is fucking me over. Why? Because they can. I know I sound like a fucking psychopath. Don't get me wrong, but it's something that I like to think about. I silenced this because I don't want him drawing more overload spells. I feel like him drawing overload spells is not great for me. I feel like this achievement is ridiculously hard to hit. I have, like, again, I got the closest in, like, game 2 or 3, and I haven't been anywhere close ever since. To be fair, it probably took me, like, 25 or 30 games of Protoss Priest to hit that achievement, so. What is that? Another 17-ish games more to go? I doubt I'm gonna hit it, but I would really, really like to. This is also the second asteroid shaman I hit, which is crazy to me. This 18 is like a full board times 3 almost, right? A full board times 3 is 21. So it's 3 off attacking with a full board each time. That's pretty big. Okay, now I'm cold, but I know if I throw on a hoodie, I'm gonna be fucking boiling. Go with us here. Right. It's a 2.5 board. That kind of checks out. I know I'm not gonna hit it this time, but he has 6. To be fair, I really like this deck. This deck is sick. The Asteroid Shaman deck, I love it. It's so much fun. If you guys haven't tried it out, try it out. I have a video on my channel playing it. But the deck is really, really dope. I'm gonna throw on a hoodie real quick. Don't mind me. My ears are blocked a little bit, and it's really fucking annoying. I don't know if any of you guys have ever experienced that. Where your ears are like there's like pressure in your ears and they're blocked. But I'm a little bit under the weather right now, and I feel as if they are, and it sucks. It fucking sucks, mate. I don't know why I tied up my hair before I put on a hoodie, but I did. You reached legend with it for the first time? That's fucking dope. What the hell? I just snuck over. It just lands. Thank God. I have 2+ dozen piles of magic cards sitting on my desk at the moment. 13 wins in a row. Good shit, man. And every single time I like put on or take off a hoodie, I always feel like I knock shit down. Now I feel nice and warm. And give it 10 minutes, I'm gonna be fucking melting. Man, you know, want to know one of those things that I kind of wish I can do that we can't do anymore because of rules? I really wish I could feels bad. Maybe I get more turns. I wish there was a counter. Is that 5, 6? I just hope I don't die here. I have a feeling I'm dead. I have a feeling I'm dead or I'm going to kill him before I can actually get the 18 attacks off. What deck should I play in tomorrow's video? Or not tomorrow's video, but a video 2 days from now. I don't know what deck I want to play. It's like one of the big things for me. There's like a couple decks that I'm like interested in playing. Dead? Oh, I'm dead. Fun times! Let's go. But yeah. I don't know what deck I want to play. I wish I could listen to music again with you guys. That's like that's the big thing. Getting back to a topic I was on like 30 minutes ago that I got completely fucking distracted by the game from. I would really like for the music industry to let people listen to music while streaming and while recording and shit like that, and they don't have to use like all that royalty free music because no matter what I do, I'll do it listening to music in my everyday life. Like whether it's cooking, whether it's doing prep at work, whether it's recording, streaming, like I always have music playing, but I just like the music I listen to is it's not that royalty free stuff. It's a lot of the royalty free stuff is just, you know, instrumentals or whatever. It's not really what I like listening to. And I think it would be sick if I could sit down, have music play, and we're all just sitting here vibing, listening to some music, having a great time. But no, the fucking multi-million billionaire fucking music executives say fuck that shit. I mean, there's nothing interesting to play. And everything that's interesting to play will not win a game. Well, I should say will not win a game. Again, this deck is pretty interesting, and it's like what, a 33% win rate roughly. When I die on turn 5 here to fucking Malagos, you know, it is what it is. Oh my god, I'm starting to get real fucking tired. I won't lie. We'll probably play a couple more games. Hopefully, hit it in those couple more games. If not, I need to go to bed. That's a good discount. I still think that means way too over costed. I feel like this card should legitimately be 3 mana default. Exactly. They honestly, okay. A lot of the music I listen to is not the most popular music, right? I don't listen often to your artists like Drake or Eminem or Taylor Swift or pick any of these super popular people. And to be fair, there's a lot of artists that I do listen to that are like, hey, yeah, if you want to play my music on stream, go ahead. And like I remember when I was really new is when like all this shit started happening, like on my first YouTube account, and I tweeted at one of my favorite artists, and he's still one of my favorite artists of all time. I'm like, hey, can I play your music on my stream? It's like 1000% go ahead. I welcome everyone to play my music on their stream. It means a lot that you guys are all willing to listen to my stuff while streaming. I'm like, perfect. And I was listening to his stuff on stream at one point, and legitimately got scammed by a company that bought a whole bunch of his music. Right? And it's just like, he wasn't the person to say, don't do it. He said straight up, go ahead, do it. I don't give a fuck. And the company, like, copyrighted strike 2 streams, basically. Not strikes, but claim, like, 2 streams, which, again, I don't care about the money, so I'm like, that's fucked. But the fact that I know if I play any song that's, like, has a popular artist on it, I can get, like, copyright striked, and, like, through those and you lose your channel. I'm like, yo, it's fucked, because he has, like, he has songs with some popular artists. I'm like, man, that's super fucking whack, and it's like, it's fucking backwards how it should work, if I'm being honest.
Not happening.
Alright, let's see if we can survive here, I guess. So what was that? That's 8. So 10 more. 10 more without taking 8 damage. It's hard, but it's possible. Okay, this is actually a game where I can potentially hit it, so I'm like super into this now, where it's just like, let's fucking go, let's hit this shit. Let's fucking be done with this quest. Is this the game? Let's hope. It's 8, 10, 11. If he doesn't kill anything on my board, right, that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm 2 off. If I'm gonna be so sad when I miss this. Maybe I should have played the other Zergling. Just in case I like can use my mana to play something else. But I have a feeling this game's gonna end at like 15 out of 18. But this is why I said Velen feels like it's a necessity for me to hit in order to have this shit go off properly. So I'm dead to this next turn, right? Yeah, I'm off by a little bit. Feels bad. This thing, yeah. It's very possible. We're 2 off. And it's the last turn. Two off. Feels bad. I feel like this is fucking me over, but besides that, I don't have that many. I guess I'm not quite dead to this. The only 7 plus 5 here would be like the dream, but the odds of that is also very low. 7-5 there. Oh, well. Reap. Sure there, bud.
I have given up everything. What have you sacrificed? Prove me on
Play that just so this way this is 0 mana next turn, or this -3 mana next turn. How about you draw 12 cards, or 11 cards here? Oh, we almost got it, though. We were at 15. With a Velen, we could have potentially gotten it, but we also had to draw at least one more Zerg, or one more Zerg minion that would have given me more shit earlier on. I feel like you have to prep, if that makes sense. I have a feeling he thought that he was one off. Oh, I don't think there's also anything I can hit here that would do anything. Only I could play this. Oh, I missed damage. Kind of. Oh well. Maybe the next one is the game. Hopefully the next one is the game. So far I feel like this is actually the hardest achievement I went for. Because at least, okay, so the priest one was hard to a certain extent. This one is hard for a different reasoning. The priest one was hard because it was like pure RNG, right? You had technically had a whole bunch of copies of the mothership, but you had to RNG it, right? This one is straight up like your opponent needs to have enough minions so this way you can rush in to attack them. And that is also kind of RNG because you have to not kill them, you have to have them not concede, and you need them to have enough health on their board, and you need to have RNG'd enough minions in order to get there. The hunter one also took me a while. It took me like 2.5 hours on stream plus. Probably like 4 hours, 5 hours total. Whoops, sorry. So it's another one that's hard to do, but it's cumulative, right? So it's not you have to kill a certain amount of minions in one game, right? If this was attack with Zergs 80 times with the thing open, the location up, we would have had it. Like, we would have been done by now. But it wasn't. So that adds another layer of difficulty to it all, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm fixing the pillow on my footrest. I have a footrest underneath my desk, which is just a box that I have a pillow on top of it because it's made out of hard plastic. And yeah. Oh, one second. I'm gonna fix my light in my office. Alright, there we go. Room is a little bit darker, but also not too bright. I'm the king? I've been described with a lot of words. King is not one of them that I've ever had the pleasure of being described with. Let's prevent him from drawing cards here. Most of the words that I get described with is, Actually, one of the weird compliments I got recently by someone at work is one of those things. Okay, I know it's something I probably shouldn't joke about nearly as much as I do, but I like to joke about wanting to go lie down in traffic. Um, yeah, it's one of those fuck things that I like to joke about. Um, and I was talking to one of my coworkers, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, how's it going? I'm like, oh, just want to go lie down in traffic, no biggie. He's like, yeah, I get that, but you shouldn't. We don't need to lose another really good chef. I'm like, the fuck? Like, I think I'm good at cooking. I would not call myself a good chef. To be fair, I hate being fucking called chef. It is, how people have like those pet peeves that don't really make sense? Being called chef is one of them. I know what people go through to get the title of chef, and it's not an easy thing to do, right? The title of chef means something, if that makes sense. Also, am I playing against non-even totem shaman? This is wild. I was really hoping to hit the location here. 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. I'm at 5? 5? But yeah, I hate being referred to as chef. And again, that sounds weird since I work in a kitchen and I cook. That's what I do. But like whenever like clients come up and be like, "Hey, you guys did a great job, chef. Your team and whatever." Again, I get that more than basically everybody else in my kitchen because my head chef runs the pass at lunch and I run the pass at dinner service. Um, I'm dead. Yeah, this is an game where we're pretty fucking close. Um, but yeah, I absolutely hate being called chef. And I know my mom does it partially because she knows it pisses me off so much, which is a weird thing to say, but just my mom has told me like, I know you don't like it when I call you my chef, but you're my chef. I'm like, yeah, but in order to have the title, you have 3,000 hours, I believe, in the kitchen. It's like one of the criterias if you go to school to become a chef and everything, you need those 3,000 hours, which I have, technically. But I haven't gone to school and I feel like I haven't put in the effort to get that title. And to be fair, I feel like it's the same thing with a lot of things. It's also why I don't like being called a streamer or a YouTuber. So I feel like I haven't put in the effort to get that title because of my mentality when it comes to making content. My mentality when I've mentioned it earlier in the stream, but it's I make content because it's what I like to do, and I don't want to take anything away from people that have put in the effort, put in the hours, put in the blood, sweat, and tears, to get it. And I just feel like I'm not there yet. And I know that might sound weird, but that I have bled a lot in the kitchen, and I've had tears a lot in the kitchen, and I've put a lot of sweat in the kitchen. Again, my hands are just scarred by everything I went through in the kitchen. It's also not necessarily a good thing. And I don't want to make it sound like it is a good thing. I have two very prevalent scars on my hands. One's from a knife going into my left hand. The other one is I burnt half of my right hand. Like I put in the pain, man. Trust me, I put in the fucking pain. Straight up, my pointer finger and my thumb at one point, I think I mentioned the story. So I was doing YouTube a lot more serious when I was doing it. But I had burnt basically all the skin off the top of my pointer finger, half of the top of my hand, and half of my thumb was all covered in second and first degree burns. Like it was bad. It was bubbles that were like a centimeter tall. And again, I've dealt with the pain, man, but I still just don't feel like I deserve the title. It's the same thing, right? If I was doing people's taxes and I didn't go to school to become an accountant, I wouldn't want to be called an accountant. I wouldn't want to sign CA. I wouldn't want to do all those type of things. Or if I was working at an engineering firm, I wouldn't want to be called an engineer if I didn't have the degree and didn't have the iron ring and all that type of shit. This might just me being like, I want to show respect where respect is due. But hey. Hey man, at least you know how to cook some things. I know people where like they've asked me like, "Hey, how do I cook a burger?" It's like, "Yo, cooking in sorry, I'm going to take off my ring so I stop smacking against my desk." But like cooking a burger is no harder than cooking it. I think actually cooking it's a very daunting task to learn. Am I just dead? Oh, cool, I'm just dead. Thumbs up. But cooking isn't hard. I'll be honest. Cooking is not a hard thing to learn, and it's not a hard thing to do. Yes, it takes effort. Yes, you have to put in the work for it. But it's something, in my opinion, anybody could do. Anybody can learn how to cook. Without a doubt in my brain, everybody can learn how to cook. Well, I'm dead.
Too slow.
Because again, cooking is not hard. Cooking in a restaurant is hard. Cooking at home is not. Anybody can cook at home. Anybody can do it. Because it's less about knowing how to cook and knowing the proper way of doing everything and just making food the way you like your food cooked. Straight up, that's all it is. Right? Like, yes, okay, you need to be able to temp chicken, but you buy a thermometer and it does it for you. Like, again, it's not hard. And hey man, I don't know how to make it sound like I'm not talking like a fucking piece of shit. Honestly, it's one of those weird things where I just can't make it sound like I'm not being a piece of shit. But that's just straight up how I feel, where it's just like you put things in a pan and you heat them up. And you try not to give people salmonella. Rule 1 of cooking, don't kill people. But yeah. It's also one of those reasons why I've been wanting to make cooking content and been wanting to make cooking videos. To just show people, like, again, I work in a kitchen professionally, right? And I cook for hundreds of people a night. I have not gone to school, and I'm fully self-taught. I'm the one who taught myself to do everything. Give it a month, buy some raw ingredients, and just find... What I did is I just found 3 dishes I wanted to learn how to cook. 1 with beef, 1 with pork, 1 with chicken. When I learned how to cook those 3 things... When you know how to cook chicken, you know how to cook chicken. Yes, your seasoning and everything like that, that's where you need to be more experienced to know how to properly do it. Right? But when you know how to cook your chicken properly, when you know how to cook your pork properly, when you know how to cook your beef properly, you're at a point where you can cook anything. The only thing that changes, really, between your chicken cacciatore to your butter chicken to your chicken parm to your basically anything is the seasoning you put on it. And it's not hard to find seasonings online and what spices to mix together and what proportions to make the dish taste good. And then it's all up to you at that point to figure out how you want your shit cooked. Exactly. So you just, like, for me, I wanted to know how to make a good burger because I love burgers. I want to know how to make chicken parm. Those are the 2 dishes I started with because they were 2 of my favorite dishes. And then I wanted to learn how to make schnitzel, which is when I learned how to do pork. And then I know schnitzel will typically be veal or chicken, but my grandparents always used to do it with pork loin. So I learned how to do a not a Wiener Schnitzel, but a pork schnitzel. And that's how I learned how to cook pork. But then at that point, it's just learning how to season things. And learning how to season things, no one can teach you it. They can teach you what flavors, what spices you use to get the flavor you're expecting from a dish. But no one can teach you how to season because no one has the same taste buds you have. And learning that was the best thing I've ever learned when it comes to food. Is there's some people that will never like your food. Straight up. There's some people that will never like your food. And there's other people that will like your food no matter what you cook. But that mostly comes down to some people having a less developed palate than others. That's perfectly fine. As long as you like what you cook, it doesn't fucking matter after that. Especially if you're cooking for yourself or you're cooking for your family. As long as you're happy with it, that's all that fucking matters. You're not cooking for other people. I just say fuck around, find out. Like, as much as I like using that expression playing games, it's the same thing when it comes to food. Fuck around and find out. And yeah, that's my 2 cents when it comes to cooking. And it's why I've been wanting to make like content where I'm cooking. It's just because yeah, it's something that I would say sure, I'm not Gordon Ramsay, and I will never claim to be Gordon Ramsay, and I don't want to be Gordon Ramsay. But I understand the basics well enough to be able to do it at a professional quote-unquote level. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my thought in a second. I need to go take a piss again. Fucking broke the seal way too early. Fuck me dead. Je suis de retour. Am I eating lemons? No, I've been drinking liquid since... I haven't been drinking alcohol since 7 p.m., but... There's a reason I say everyone should always have a beverage when I start a video. It's because half of what I do throughout my day is drink liquids. Just this. I drink like I drink over like 4 liters of water typically a day. So when I break the seal, I go piss like basically constantly for the next like hour and a half. But again, it is what it is. Uh, the longer we realistically, I wonder if this achievement would be easier to do if I was playing like, as weird as it might sound. Five. Exactly. Keep them kidneys working.
Shoot me, I dare you!
11, 12. Man. 9. I wish I'd played this earlier.
I cannot wait to read these.
Okay. I have 5 mana here. Okay. Let's see if Lurker can help us pop off this turn. Are you fucking serious? Oh well. I should have attacked differently, but... Oh my god. We'll eventually get this achievement. How hard is it to hit a warrior that has a slowish Velen draw? Or a Velen deck that has a slowish Velen draw that gives me the opportunity to fucking go for it, you know? I don't even care if I lose the game, man.
What shall I play?
Hey, man, thanks. I'm glad, or slash, I hope you enjoyed the stream. I will try to be live again tomorrow if you want to come stop by. Have a great rest of your night slash day. You said it was good morning, so the rest of your day. I guess we say you worked a night shift. Oh. Whatever time period, if you're going to bed or just starting things. Hope you have a great rest of it slash tomorrow. Yeah, that's how language works. All right. Yeah, I'm going with that. I have 1 beer left in my fridge. I'm debating if I want to crack that bitch open or not. And then I hit questline. Yeah, have a good rest of your time. Okay. So 1, 2. I think I want to hold on to these. Like playing against a deck like this, I feel like holding on to these is correct.
I've got the beat.
We got the location, which is really, really good. I do wonder if it's better to cut Kurtrus or this for Amp, just so I can discount shit in my hand, right? Because even 1 discount could be pretty good. The only issue is, if I'm remembering correctly, the larva don't keep discounts from hand to hand, or from flipping to flipping and whatnot. So, it's a little rough, you know?
I've got the beat.
Fuck, man. Let me blow my nose again. That's honestly not that bad of a hit here. I just need him to start playing minions. Alright. Let's hope this is the game. I kind of doubt it, because he probably kills me the same turn he goes off. Next time we're probably playing Lotheb plus Consume on this. Or on a mini he plays, just so I can empty it out of my hand. What's only the first part of quest, right? Yeah. I kind of want Grandmother Bear. I always want Grandmother Brewski, you know what I'm saying? Did I complete the next part of quest? Oh, that was only 4, right?
Your end comes now. Regrettable by some.
Mouse? Thank you.
No one holds me.
Maybe I try to avoid using this at the moment. That might be good. He's probably playing an Il'gynoth version, so I kind of want this to hit the guy who pulls things next turn. This, leave. You're the one that cost 1. That should be fine. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next turn. Potentially with this. Let's hope. Hopefully this gets turned into a Zergling in the next 2 turns. That would be really, really good. And he plays some minions. If he doesn't play minions, we're a little bit fucked either way, but I hate this guy. Fuck me dead.
Anyone ought to a ghoul to the face.
Alright,
Anyone ought to a ghoul.
so I have 6 mayonnaise this turn. Ooh, gold digger. You play this right now and it clears. I'm not getting the achievement this game. I can almost promise you guys I'm not getting the achievement this game. The way everything went down. He's playing an Arana version, and I didn't hit a way to pull the Arana. And unless Arana's this card, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead, right? Because he plays Arana, hero power, attack, and I'm dead. I didn't realize I was at 6 life.
Nothing left. Only
That must be Arana then.
Risks are always worth taking. I must withdraw.
Okay, well, it wasn't this game. Alright, we're either gonna play till we complete the achievement or till we level up. Because we're pretty close to 46, so I feel like that's a pretty fair assessment. And I'm gonna go grab my last brewski.
Kurtress versus Tyrande. You give me strength.
You're in my way.
Alright. The factory roots. Alright, let's smell like this. Oh man, I think the guy in chat, Igor, was correct, where Lurker probably fucks us over more often than not. But at the same time, in matchups like this card feels mental. It's so good.
Starting the operation.
That is your
Alright. Next time we can use our location, coin the Mutalisk, and just cleave him for a whole bunch. Ugh. It's so bad for us, dude. I mean, it's the only real play I have, so I'm gonna go for it anyways. Cleave this. No, either he uses 2 mana to kill our guy, or he attacks with his dude. Sucks I could get a little bit more value out of it, but I'm pretty sure I'm just dead. How much should I take here? 7? I'm at 7. What a top deck. Fuck me dead. Location would be a really, really good draw here. Your rule, no suspicion. Let's light up on Christmas. Let's do this. We'll get there eventually, right? That's how we have to look at things. Definitely just lost like the last 10 games I feel in a row. You know what's actually something weird I want to go do? I'm not the biggest gambler on the planet. And the only time I like to gamble is when I buy magic packs. But I kind of want to go to the casino and go play some poker. I used to play poker a lot as a kid. One of my elder brothers, shout out to Jay, got a poker set when we were young. I believe he was 12 or 13 when he got it, so I was like 8 or 9, if not earlier. I'll be honest, I have no idea how old he is. I think he's 28 and I'm 28 or 29 and I'm 25. I have no idea how old any of my brothers are. Straight up, no fucking clue. I'm really bad with dates and ages. I just know that one of my homeboys is 17. He's not actually 17. I have no idea how old he actually is. I believe he's 2 years younger than me, so he's like 23, 22, 23. But it's been like a meme in our friend group for the longest time because, right, we hit 18 and he had just turned, or he was turning 17, and we wanted to go to a bar. He's like, I can't go to a bar, I can't drink. And then ever since then, he's been 17 in my head. I have genuinely no idea how old he is. I know that I've known him since I was 12? Like, I've known this motherfucker for like most of my life. These are my boys at the fucking ends of the earth. He's probably actually the person I'm like the closest with. And all I ever do is, not all I ever do to meme on him. I meme on him for a whole bunch of reasons, but he's one of the few people I want to have on the channel to make content with, especially when it comes to Magic. So we met each other playing Magic, and we've fucking been super close ever since. Out of most of the people I know and that I talk to and hang out on a regular basis with, so out of like 20 people, he's one of like the 3 people that have actually been to my crib. Like, okay. This sounds like the most fucking paranoid fuck you'll ever hear. I don't like giving my address to people. I don't like people knowing where I live. And I don't like... There's a lot of aspects like that I just don't like and that I try to avoid to the best of my abilities. I'll be honest. Again, and it's typically right. I feel like it's kind of normal, but at the same time, like, I've had coworkers be like, "Yo, you want to lift home?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." And they're like, "Are you sure?" Like, I don't mind giving you a lift. I'm like, "No, I'm gonna get an Uber." And they've always asked me why. I'm like, I don't want to make you go out of your way. They're like, "Oh, I don't care." I'm like, "No, no, it's fine. You just go home." Like, and a lot of the things like, "Oh, he's just not comfortable in a car after like you have been drinking," which weirdly enough could not be further from the truth. I'm not gonna attack because I lose out on the trigger here. It's straight up like it couldn't be further from the truth. Like I don't. I've been in the car plenty of times with people who've been drinking or underneath the influence of narcotics. I just don't like people knowing where I live, which I also feel like is kind of normal. Like a lot of people don't like people knowing where they live. I also just know that a lot of the shit I've done in my life, and I'm like, I'd rather you don't know where I reside.
The outcome is not in question.
6,
Strong expedition. Reinforcements on the way.
7, 8, 9. Maybe this is how we hit it.
My
I hate my life.
wings fill the skies.
If I would have pulled Aviana, I was fine, I feel. That was like 9. He hit the nowhere. He hit the... Fuck. Like, I feel like I have to do something exactly like this, where I have a huge board, play that thing. Like, imagine if I pulled Mally, right? I just attacked my whole board. I was at 12, 13. And he actually just had fucking all the bird in his hand. If I would have pulled Mally, I was fine, and I think I would have got there. He would have wiped my board, but I could have at least completed the achievement. Rough. All I want to do is complete this fucking achievement. That was actually probably the closest we've been in a while. Man, I love beer. Beer is so good.
Versus Nova.
Ready for action. What shall I play?
Man, I also don't even know what I fucking want to listen to. I'm just clicking through next song on the playlist I'm currently listening to, just because I don't know what the fuck I want to listen to. Yeah.
I've got the beat.
Everywhere I go, bitches always know the childish thing has got a weenie that he loves to show, bitch. Where I go, bitches always know
Wait,
the childish scene has got a weenie that he loves to show. White beard, shave beard, put on some skin gear, gotta get drunk for my mom wakes up, break up with my girlfriend, suck a bank, sluts. Unfed, been sleeping on bunk beds since then. So if I don't booze it, I'm gonna lose it. Everybody gets through it too. Party started, let's keep them 40s popping. So just get buzzing, sink 'em, then we'll keep them panties dropping. Party started, Let's keep them 40s chugging, so just get buzzing slick, but then we'll keep them panties dropping. Drinking, my dick does all my thinking. Hoes want to be seen with me, and I like the big thick titties. Teacups with extra feelings. Stick it out, let me lick it quickly. Come down, it's just a hickey. Living on this whiskey sipping gets me tipsy. For anybody who knows this song is fire. One of my favorite songs of all time, I'll be honest. I actually have a kind of funny story about this song. For anybody who has never listened to the song Everywhere I Go by Hollywood Undead, this song used to be fairly popular. A lot of people know of this song. Is what I mean by fairly popular. Also, I fuck with the song super heavy. It's one of those songs that I like a lot. But at one point when I was in high school, I had a friend that like we talk about music about we talk to music about we talk about music with each other. Me and this chick on the bus that I used to take to get home, and like we would share music, right? So like we'd like I had my PSP, which I had my music on. She had her iPod at the time, and we would like share like basically I'd play a song, she would play a song, and this is one of the songs. She's like, "Yo, you like the songs you just want to fuck people?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna say you're wrong, but also the song's a fucking banger." And she's like, "You're right. The song is a fucking banger, but it's you like listening to it. It's just you want to fuck." I'm like, "Hey man, life be what it be." And she's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're right. Like I can't fault you." I'm like, "Exactly. You know, she knew exactly what I'm fucking about." So I still just love this song. It's one of those songs that I've listened to a lot in my life. And it's like one of those songs that I still listen to this day. Like, this song is still a fucking bop. You please just hit him in the face. Woo! That's a snap right there. Oh, these are one, right? I'm trying to figure out if I can steal lethal somehow. This game. And I think I can. He's gonna give himself a bubble. He's gonna kill this. He's gonna probably kill this. If he doesn't give himself a bubble, I'm pretty sure he's dead between this. Maybe I hit a location, I'm chilling, right? Or I hit a whole bunch of cards that actually don't affect the board at all. Well, 15. I'm done. Oh well. I could play this, though, which is why I thought about it, but still, I'm still just dead. Man, it's so hard to hit this, especially when you're hitting a whole bunch of meta decks. In tomorrow's video, people are like, weren't you like 4 ranks higher yesterday in yesterday's video? And I'll be like, yeah, I was, but hey. I know I could have optimized my chances by trading into some shit there. But I also want to play kind of for the achievement, which is why I'm definitely not making always the best choices. But I feel like I'm making the best choices when it comes to trying to complete the achievement. That's mostly what I'm going for. these walls and crumbling down when the walls to go now. I need to hope he doesn't hit a Frost Nova or any Frost Nova effects. Sorry. That sounded super dramatic when it was just me pulling my fucking hair out of my skull. I took out my hair tie. It's actually weird. I can't. Okay. I live in like the worst, like, I don't want to say mental state, but I hate having my hair down, but I also hate having my hair up. So I always end up fucking with my hair. And when you have long hair, I don't know if any of you guys have had long hair, and I'm pretty sure I have like the second or third longest hair in my family, and I'm pretty sure I have like the longest hair at my restaurant. Put it this way, almost every single waitress or any of the girls that really I work with have always told me like, I'm so fucking jealous of your hair. Because my hair, as weird as it sounds, is like my one nice feature. Again, that might sound super fucked. It's like, yeah, you need to get your priorities straight, but my hair is gorgeous. And it's the one thing I don't care about, like if I sound condescending or superior because of it. I love my hair. But it's when you have long hair, it gets in knots very, very easily. And my hair being in knots pisses me the fuck off. So I always want to brush it. But when you brush it, you also rip out a whole bunch of the hair out of your skull. Right? Because your brush can't magically detangle your hair. But at the same time, like, I don't want to get my hair cut. I also hate going to the barber. Like, it's like my least favorite thing is going to the barber. Straight up. I hate going to the barber. Got an ice block, that's fine. I get another larva, which is really, really nice. Oh, damn, dams. Man, the location here would be pretty solid. Instead of 18, we need to attack with 6 Zergs every single turn of the location being active. Minimum. So you got what? Potion, Coin, Frost. He's gonna Coin Frost. Coin, Frost. This might be another game that we actually just steal based off. We all fall down sometimes. I should have taken out this. So he can't. No, Potion, Frost. Fuck me over. If he Potion Frost and kills one of my guys, I have him dead, though. He has to waste the coin as well. So he didn't copy this thing, which is really, really good for me. I'm trying to be a role model for all the kids. What the fuck society's big. What happens when I call? Don't quit. Front line taking all the shit.
My hands too full.
I'm loyal. I love every one of you that supported me.
I cannot target.
This is only enemy man? Fuck.
I have given up everything. What have you sacrificed?
Got the kids that got off the ledge. All the kids that saved by Hollywood, I'm dead. If you guys have never listened to Hollywood Undead, go give them a listen to. I don't care if you don't like their first album or you don't like their second album. Listen to it, the whole discography. It's one of the few bands that I think their whole discography is solid, and it's something I would recommend everyone listening to. Born to be, so take a 40 to your head, cause you're rocking with the best. Every single one of bosses are dead. Sure, let's play this. I don't want to play another Consume Magic, I'll be honest. The parking lot. Bad record deal falling off at the top. He played one real and one fake Frost. He's playing a novice engineer. Jesus Christ. He's all in on some fucking combo, I guess.
By my calculations, you need to chill out.
Of course, it went into that. Give up. Give up and suck. No, so intoxicated. Give up my dreams of being nominated. Shit, I guess I'm complicated. I'm dead. My board has been frozen for 4 turns straight. Fun times. Ah! To be fair, at this point, realistically losing stars doesn't mean shit, so. Oh my god, I haven't even noticed I've been live for 3 hours. I thought I've been live for like an hour and a half. I'll be honest. I've been wanting to try and stream more and longer hours. Just because, again, streaming is something that I have so much fun doing, and yet my brain likes to procrastinate, so I'll avoid streaming and then I'll start it at the like the latest point possible. Like today I could have realistically started streaming at like 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock. But my brain just likes procrastinating and fucks me up. Because like I procrastinate and watch like an hour and a half straight of just YouTube shorts. Like I'm like telling myself like, okay, after this one I'm gonna start streaming, and then after this one I'm gonna start streaming, and then next thing you know, an hour and a half passed, and then my brother texts me like, yo, you down to jam a couple BGs? I'm like, alright, yeah, so I'll play 1 or 2 and then I'll fucking start streaming. And then we ended up playing like 5. Like I even told him like, yeah, I'll probably play 1 or 2 and then I want to start streaming. He's like, oh, no doubt. And then we ended up playing 5 straight. Like, fuck, you know. I actually kind of want to go play a BG, not gonna lie. I really like the current Battlegrounds meta. I know that most likely Thursday, if not next Thursday. It's either this Thursday or next Thursday, because that's the end of February, that there's gonna be some update about it. I guess it could also be Tuesday. Fuck me dead. Where my hand is really bad. I drew all my most expensive cards, right? My deck is mostly 1, 2, and 3 drops. Drew, what, 2 cards that cost less than 4? It is what it is. Gated, yeah. It's complicated. Your deck and yours, but I'll never say it, yeah. Just saying in my life at 2 a.m. My boy's new girl is your best friend. Act like you don't see me, we'll break me dead. Love's already told me what you never said. Back streets, black cars going on, and she asked me, is it wrong if I come up with you were both drunk? The elevator when he kissed you for the first time in New York City, yeah.
I have too many cards.
As a god, I never fall in love, but you can go and I can't get enough of it. I swear to God, I'll never fall in love, never fall in love. I'm about to fucking ruin this guy's whole ass day. Insta me, beyond me.
That's all.
Who resolves me, who actually I'm responding, yeah. It's the first one I get in like 10 games, right? I guess I actually have the actual stats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games. First one in 11 games. Fuck. Ugh. I need to stop smoking. Just kidding, just kidding. I need to stop drinking is the actual answer, but fuck that shit. One thing that brings me joy in life. I have not beaten a single pally. That's disheartening. This is going on 2. It's like one of the best starts I'm gonna have, right? It's like pool into coin blood queen into blood queen, or sorry, not blood queen, brood queen into brood queen. Well, I have 2 draws at 2 more brood queens, I guess, or the second brood queen. You'll be alive. Wait, if I'm alive. I'm about to lose my brood queen, which is gonna be fucking tilting, but it is what it is. If I do it again, yeah, again, again, again. Again. I I feel like I've drawn this card every single game as well as this card. Like, these 2 cards are like some of the weakest cards in the deck, and I've fucking drawn them every single game. It's fucking annoying as shit.
I cannot read them.
Back, just let me go. Go back, just let me go, yeah. Just let me go. Let me go. Oops. Fucking lost. Wipe me off. Go on and on and on. Talk. Ugh. Man. Alright.
I cannot wait to
I want to know what people's thoughts are. I don't know. We probably won't get many people's thoughts on this, but I am someone who loves jewelry. And the only reason I'm thinking about this is because I saw the fucking artist in the song I'm currently listening to is wearing like a really nice necklace. Or I guess in the hip hop terms, a nice chain. I hate that fucking word. So I'm a very alright, we're gonna fucking skip the next game. I'm not winning this game. He's gonna play a whole bunch of shit, and I don't have anything on board. Fuck that. But I want... Again, I hate the fact that hip-hop is all about, like, you know, not just chains, but, like, your Rolexes and shit like that. They're all bust down. I don't want to buy a single thing that's not factory bust down. Like, I do want to buy, eventually, a factory set AP Rainbow Royal Oak frosted white gold skeleton. For anybody who knows anything about watches, all those words started sending off red flags. Hold up. Let me find what the current price of that watch is. Last time I looked them up, they were just shy of $1 mil. What was it? Fuck me. Rainbow Skeleton Royal Oak. So, I don't know price, I guess. AP Skeleton Rainbow. Is this gonna actually mean the real price tag of this watch? Okay, that is absolutely wrong. Because if this is the price, and if I had the money, I'd buy it right away. But it's this watch, right? It's a gorgeous fucking watch. You have different color, all VVS diamonds on the rim. And it's an AP. And this is the price, allegedly. This price seems wrong. When I was looking at them like 6 months ago, they were like $1.5 million, 2 mil. And if I had 500 G's in my bank account and I saw that, I'd buy it. Like, snap buy it. It is my dream watch, is that one watch. This year, I would like to buy myself a used old Rolex. I would probably say AP, because I personally prefer APs over Rollies. It's a gorgeous watch, but it's, again, super expensive. I personally prefer APs over Rollies. I also prefer Pateks over Rollies. Again, both of these watches are in different tax brackets. Whatever you think a Rolex costs, you add a zero, that's what that version of a Patek would cost. Or an AP would cost. I want one so fucking bad. And I know I will never buy one. But I would, this year I would like to buy myself a used old Rolex. So they're like, you can find them for like 2 to 4 G's. Which is still an absurd amount of money, right? Especially to spend on something that's cosmetic, I guess is the right way to put it, right? You're not buying something that will actually change anything in your life. Let's be honest. Buying a Rolex doesn't change anything in your life. But man, I fucking want one so bad. I've been wanting to buy a Rolex or a nice watch since I was 12 years old. And I know it's actually one of those weird things because my grandfather knew that I loved watches since I was a young child. When I was like 6 or 7, like it was like when I was first going into school, my grandfather went on a cruise and he brought us all back, like for all of his grandkids. Brought them all back, G-Shocks as watches. And every single week he would see me with the watch on. He's like, "Oh, you really like watches?" I'm like, ever since I was a child, I've loved watches. I'm like, yeah, they're so fucking nice. And to be fair, my grandfather was also one of those people that loved. My grandfather at one point for my grandmother bought her like a real pearl necklace, and it's in like a safe at their place. But it's like all authentic, natural caught pearls. This is in like the night. Oh, I'm dead. But this is in like the early 90s, and at the time he spent, I think he said he spent like 12 grand on it. That necklace nowadays is like $500,000. Like, it's, when I say it's a gorgeous pearl necklace, all pearls, all perfect pearls, all white pristine. I think we're 4 or 5 people in my family to have actually seen the necklace. My grandmother never wore it because my grandmother didn't like wearing jewelry that much, but she would wear it, like she wore it at their 50th wedding anniversary and shit like that. And it's a gorgeous necklace. And like, so my grandfather and me both had like that connection when it came to jewelry. So he had bought me for my 18th birthday, he bought me a cross. Because like, again, I wanted jewelry, but I also don't want people to spend a lot of money on jewelry for me. But he also ended up buying me like a $500 watch at one point, which is absurd seeing that someone's willing to buy that for me. But man, I want to buy a Rolex. For no reason besides the fact that I want to say I own a Rolex. I want to buy a Rolex. See, that's not the watch that I like. I want an AP, I want a Patek. Fuck Hublot. But I rock a watch every single day. I have 5 watches now. Again, none of them are much more than a couple $100. Like, which again, to be fair, for most people, a couple $100 on a watch is a lot. I'm very lucky where I don't have many expenses, but I do plan. I'm hoping by the end of the year to be able to buy myself a Rolex and just have one, like buy a used one, like one that I'm not looking at spending, $1 million on. Not by myself. I was about to start breaking down names of watches, but for most people, a name of a watch just means shit, except for the brand name and not the model name. But I mean, to be fair, I also have, $400 worth of rings sitting on my desk because, again, in my opinion, I'm dead. Fucketh me. If there's something you're really into, and when I say really into, it's something you've always wanted for as long as you've been alive, type shit, and you have the money eventually, I would say fucking send it. In my head, before I ever commit to buying something, I have to be like, I'll write it down, right? Like, I'll make a notepad doc. I never turn off my computer, which is part of the reason why this works this way, but like, I'll write it down where I'm like in a notepad doc, and I'll be like, I want to buy this, and I'll save it to my desktop, and I won't look at it. And then if I tell myself like, oh, I want to buy this, and I'm still like that after like a month or 2 months, and I notice that I have that notepad doc, and I think about wanting to buy it before I notice that notepad doc. I'll be like, okay, this is actually something I actually want, and not something that just like spur of the moment. Be like, I saw someone with this, I want to buy it. And a Rolex slash an AP slash a Patek have always been something I've wanted. And again, I've been saying that I've want one since I was 10 years old, like 10, 12 years old. So I know that if I do decide to pull the trigger and I buy one at, $3,000, I won't be upset with myself for buying it. I won't have the instant like regret for paying. Again, some people's rent for a month on a fucking piece of jewelry. But it's also one of those things where I wear my jewelry every single day and I love it. So that's the main thing that comes to me when it comes to buying something. Like, I've done the same thing with very expensive Magic cards, where I have broke that for one reason, or like at one point, because I wanted a rector, an academy rector at one point. I'm like, this card would be cool to have. And I like never thought about it again until I saw one that was like 65% off. It's like $100 card, and I found one at like $30 or $40. And I'm just like, okay, if I wanted to buy this now at this price, I can go sell it at a store tomorrow for like $20 more than I paid for it. So in reality, like, I can't be making a bad decision. In my opinion, I still kind of made a bad decision buying it, because I have it and I haven't sold it, but like I never play it, and the deck that it's in, it's really bad in my opinion. But I might be also trying to go get a Gaia's Cradle, which is a card that I know I'll play, and it's a card that is substantially more expensive, so. This wasn't active, right? When I played this minion. I don't know, let's get fucking punished. I thought that was gonna go so much worse. Holy fuck. I thought I was about to fucking get objected into infinite fucking counter spells and objections and flame wards and shit like that. Alright.
Your signature is required.
I'm late.
But yeah,
Late.
if you guys want to know my opinion ever on buying something, if you've known that you've wanted something forever, fucking send it. All the way through, been perfect. Neither have you. If you're asking me, I want you to know. If my time comes with the ones that I got, help me leave behind some reason to be mad. Don't understand me when you're feeling empty. Keep me in your memories. Leave out all the rest. Oh, I forgot that card. I forgot this hero portrait. Every single time I play it, I forget it deals damage on ETB. I forget every single fucking time. But yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Just because again, I feel like every single time I feel like I talk about money and what I think is correct to spend money on, it's gonna piss some amount of people off. Just because again, not everyone is in the super luxurious position I feel like I'm in. Where again, I feel like I'm super lucky to be in the position I'm in, where I can tell myself that if I really want to buy something that is $1,000+ I can buy it and not feel bad about it. I acknowledge the fact that there's not everyone in my position. And for that, I don't really like talking about it, but at the same time, look, I'm also going to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. And I'm not going to get mad. Like, again, if people get mad at me for talking about it, like, look, I know what it's like to be fucking super fucking broke where you can barely afford to fucking pay for the bus to get to work type shit. Like, I've been in that position. Which is why also I'm like, it's also pretty important to have a dream of something you want to buy and to help you motivate you to get out of the position you're currently in, you know? Where I know that for a lot of people it feels like it's an impossible dream to get to that point, but there's always something you can do to get to that point. And if it's me that gets you to thinking where it's like, okay, what can I do to actually get there? I'll be that person, hopefully. But yeah. Anyways, we're gonna be playing one game of Battlegrounds, working towards the 1,000 second place plus achievement, hopefully. We're over 800 games away of second plus place, where we're only 200-ish away from first places, I believe. Or no, less than that, like 150. If not lower than that. 140 maybe.
Think you'll recruit some dragons this time, Commander?
Body Elliot works with the Shinvala hero portrait. We're not necessarily playing for elementals, but like if we hit Elemental on 2, we're happy with that. We're playing for probably to get to tier 4, and we probably want to play for Undead. Don't really want to play for APM Pirates this game. Not because I can't, but just because APM Pirates in the state I'm currently at is not going to be fun to play for. But Undead, again, A-Bomb I think is probably the strongest comp in the game. So I'm going to play for that. The Keen Eyes is super fucking far ahead. She leveled on 1. It's really, really good for her.
Your choice of minions.
I don't know how much she rolled. She rolled exactly a 3, which is... No, 3 doesn't even get you there, right? It's... Yeah, no, 3 gets you there exactly. So we don't fight her not until next turn the turn after that. So, depending when we both hit, me and my teammate, like if I hit Elemental is like the best option for both of us to hit here.
A great strategy.
Because I'll play super fucking greedy and I will sell Selly to level. We lose this fight hard.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Yeah. These... Wait, I can't move things around much, though. Honestly, these two are really, really good. We get to buy, and then level for 1 gold the turn after, and buy again. Hopefully, again, double Ellie. Saying that I'm not playing for Ellie's, though, is kind of wild. Because, like, I hit pretty good elemental shop. His buddy's AFK, it feels. Oh, he's bought. Wait, is that 5 million?
Now this win calls for a celebration.
We're gonna play for super tempo here. I forgot that I had bought gold extra for this turn, so that means this is really, really good for me. I'm almost on my beer. Feels bad. It's my last beer. I have to go buy more beers tomorrow.
Your plan is working.
Okay. Man, I always feel like I want to stream Battlegrounds more often because I do genuinely enjoy the format, and I think it's a really fun game mode. But I run out of shit to talk about all the fucking time. And it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like our fucking opponents are huge, man. Like, that fucking, oh, that's true, it's this, but
Can I get you anything?
no good things then. Don't go out one before. After a war. I'm good. Well,
You're in for a scare.
I'm saying no bueno, senor. No bueno, senor. Wait. The artist I haven't listened to in forever. But yet, I love his fucking music. Honestly, I feel like he's one of those more meme artists. Which makes me feel weird to say, like, I really like his music, but Lil Mabu has honestly released some pretty fucking fire tracks.
Your plan is working.
Like, I feel like there's some artists that I listen to that are people are like, oh, that guy's a fucking meme. It's like, cool, he's a meme, but the music he fucking releases is pretty fucking solid. Like, I don't I hate saying like, oh, this person's trash just for the sake they're saying they're trash. There's a lot of artists I really, really like listening to. How the fuck is this? Oh, it's this big because of this thing. Fuck. It's 2 buffs? 3? How the fuck does that have 3 buffs?
That's a little slip up, nothing more.
I feel like I missed a trigger here, no? Go for the win this round. Play on 4. Again, I kind of want to start playing for Undead. But also, playing for Undead is not, like, a guaranteed win, you know what I'm saying? Alright, I'm gonna go take a piss while the combat happens.
Your plan is working. Your minions
Alright.
like a dragon's flame.
Okay. I don't want to play for any of that. Again, as I said, I want to be playing for this.
Reflect and repent.
I want to play. I want to play for Undeads. But the only way I'm able to do that and have it work out well is if I hit exactly. I feel like both of our opponents high rolled to fuck, so we're probably just dead. Yeah, I feel like we're both probably just fucked. Because if we take damage cap here, it's like that 21, 26 is huge, right? Like, we can't easily kill that bitch.
Great result.
But if that's the last man that survives, it's still a one-drop after all, right? Maybe we can come back. I feel like our opponent's fucking ginormous. There's very little we can actually do. Okay, we at least win this fight, which is pretty nice. So we have at least 3 more fights in us, which is also really fucking good. I hit the Nomi, and I don't think I want to play for Nomi, but at the same time,
Sold! Now you be sure to spend that gold. A solid choice.
Nomi's just not something I really want to. I want either of us to play for. Is the issue? I should have given him the Nomi. I'll be honest. See if one got upped. Again, I could hit one copy of
Head. Keep it going.
yeah. What's this on my foot? Just the fuck. We entered the issue where we're both playing for the same fucking comp at the start, which is why I'm not the biggest fan of this hero. But we ended up winning, which is really good. Now we go max, close to max.
Your minions are mighty, like a dragon.
Okay, so we have the dead dude fight here. I'm gonna level. I should have probably passed them both Nomis, I'll be honest. You should buy this here. He has a couple rolls. Please hit an A-bomb. What are you freezing for? What are you freezing for? Nothing here is good for you. Don't play for me if that's what you're trying to play for. Fuck. This is not worth 2 gold. This is not what I'm playing for. I'm playing for A-bomb.
Your plan is
It's so bad from here. Like, we win this fight. These guys aren't dead. Most, like, they can't die, right? They're at over 30 health. Or over 15 health. So, okay. I've been playing a lot of duos. And I think my elo is pretty high in duos. And I don't have any confirmation of how this works. But if this works the way I feel like it works, your buddy, if you're a high elo, will be...
your minions are mighty, like a dragon's flame.
It's gonna be a beast.
It's a good time to hire some new minions.
I want A-bomb. A-bomb?
It's a
One
good
time,
to
A-bomb?
hire some new minions. Sold! Now you be sure to spend that gold.
As much as I want to get the value out of that thing. save for the triple. Just sell that turn, please. This, I want this, this, and A-bomb. That's all I want. But yeah. Right now, the best minion for me to hit is the A-bomb. I'm gonna buy this, pass in the triple, and hopefully I get past an A-bomb. We just, honestly, if we take 13 this turn, we're fine. Beers are done. Feels bad. Maybe I'll become a professional Battleground streamer. Maybe. Who knows? Oh, accident. Right. Die. Everything survives at 1 HP. Feels bad. So his buddy's playing for nothing is like the one big advantage we have. Is his buddy's actually playing for fuck all. He has bits and pieces of like 4 different comps on his board. And we're gonna lose this. Hopefully we don't take damage. It's like the big thing I guess we can hope for. So we have to kill. Like, I don't even know if it's actually possible we don't take damage up here. 6, 11. How are his fucking twats that big? Ew, so we take damage. I had to snipe that. It would 6, 11. Oh, so
That's a little slip up, nothing more.
can I please hit an A-bomb?
You made that minion very happy.
My favor.
Big minion coming through.
Oh, he actually passed with a good card. Please buy that genie. Thank God. And the only card I'm actually looking for actively here is A-bomb. In case we win this fight, or we take 3 damage, which is impossible. Yeah, fuck, I'm not freezing then.
Your plan is working.
His buddy must be fucking tiny if we actually have this high of odds to beat him. His buddy has to be fucking smaller than a midget. His buddy's... That's a really good hit on his part. Okay. If we hit an A-bomb here, and I attack first, it's very important that I'm not fighting first. Fuck.
Things are really heating up out there.
That's the last one I wanted. I wanted the Titus so much more.
Sold. Now you be sure to spend that gold.
I don't even know if I can actually even play for... Can you please play it? My god. I don't even know, like, it's so wild, so I don't even know if I can afford to play for A-bomb anymore. Like, seeing what I hit, I want to hit one more of these, taunt this, give this a reborn, like, hit basically one more of either of these, or ideally one more of both of these, taunt, reborn. Like, I know that's impossible to do. I don't need to freeze anymore, because you give me enough gold to buy the golden macaw. But, like, that changes so much. And again, me fighting first here would have been so insane. Ugh, okay. So, what would be the ideal? I guess the ideal would be Pants, Catacomb, Titus, Reborn. It's the only way we actually hit everything we want to hit. He should have put his Genie first. As much as I want to say he should have put his Genie first, I think he still procs his Genie this fight, which is really good for him. Hopefully, at least he does. Okay, he does. Thank God. Procking the Genie here is kind of huge, right? It's a trigger on Nomi, it's a trigger on Ultra. It ain't bad, that's for damn sure. It ain't bad, that's for damn sure. I have my dream shop.
Your minions are mighty like a
I cannot give you this pants.
big minion coming through.
Pants. I don't know if that's worth freezing for, but I'm gonna freeze for it either way. Oh, 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 oh. Wait, did he sell the Genie I gave him? He sold the Genie I gave him instead of the fucking Nomi. That's psychotic. I'm found in the graves. Kinda mighty, but that does not mean shit to me. We got who on me. Blood gang has so woo on me. I'll let you play that, you buff something. Oh, gee! You fucking psycho! Okay. I feel like I'm a little too harsh on my buddy. My co teammate, fuck. But you sold G's? Nomi? Nomi's useless. Oh my god. Oh, this is why I hate playing duos. If my brother, which is a normal person I play duos with, did that play, I would have smacked him. I would have legitimately beat the shit out of my brother. Oh my god. Don't attack the beetle, please. Thank god. Oh, it survived? Fucketh me dead. I did not expect it to survive. I'll be honest. Okay, I'm huge. Like, I knew I was big. I did not realize I was this big. You should still sell fucking Nomi. Get this fucking panda out of my fucking face.
Your minions are mighty like a dragon's flame.
He also didn't keep fucking the brand I gave him. You are from chaos and them 223s. Nothing. The amount of 500 got the body, but that does not mean shit to me. Got to me. Blood gang is so on me. You buy beetles here. We're not. I would have probably just bought beetles here and rolled. But he also cannot sell his 913 fucking panda. Okay. In case Dean, my homie, my guy I'm playing duels with right now, in case you see this stream, I don't want to hate on you at all. I respect you. You fucking passed me some good shit and some good timing. Super fucking respect. But sell the fucking panda. For the love of fuck. That panda is worthless. Like, the scaling 8-4 in your shop, 10-5 in your shop a turn is fucking useless. This panda is a nerd that's in your fucking board for no reason. When you could just replace it with an elemental that's an 80 powered minion, you know? Fucking panda, man. Panda. For anybody who knows that reference, respect. Also, can I please attack first? Of course I can. To be fair, this guy also can't fucking part with the fucking panda. Doesn't matter because we win, but... And they're fucking dead. But... Fuck the panda, man. Another first place. Just be what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Alright, let's look at some achievements. Let's go to Battlegrounds. So the last ones we work towards. This takes a little bit to load because there's a lot of Battlegrounds achievements. Where are you? So yeah, we're sub 150 away from first places, and we're 834 away from seconds. So we could get 4 second places for every first place we get. I think we're still gonna get the first places first, but eh. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream off here. It's a pretty long one, I'll be honest. I'm gonna try to be alive again tomorrow, just because I had a lot of fun today. We're gonna continue working towards this achievement. We hit 16. 16? I hate my life. Anyways, with all that being said, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys all on the next stream. Alright guys, yeah. Peace.